So it's a Ramos support one trick. Guys, there's a Ramos support player that is master. So yes, you can hit Diamond playing Garen, just for reference, right? This guy is master, so I mean, I have more faith in this than a normal support, not gonna lie. I agree. Alright, what matchup do we get? Don't pick Poppy, please. Sure. This is a matchup where I like to go Ignite. You can play this matchup pretty with aggressive setup. You get kill pressure in this matchup. The amount of times I played this matchup in Korea is like, I couldn't even count it, man. I couldn't count it on like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting bored with the Tame Impala, right? It's been pretty good, but I think it's time for some Breaking Benjamin. If I'm honest, I need some like some hype. Some hype. This guy's playing Aftershock on K'Sante, which is terrible. Because now you can't really short trade with Grasp. So shitty. Why is it not giving me the option to do a mix? Oh, it's fine. Breaking Benjamin survived this game. Let's go. That means we're gonna get like 10 solo kills, by the way. Alright. So this guy's setup is suboptimal. He's playing Aftershock Precision. No biscuits, no grasp, so not a lot of trade opportunities, right? And then he's playing Ghost Teleport, so I can even look for the early game kill onto him. He can only proc it with his Aftershock with his ult or W, right? I can remember the Twisted Fate banning Arc in Korea, yeah, and then it went, oh, what am I doing? And then it went to Skarner ban. Oh, what am I doing again? Let's go. We got Fuck Eberlu on the Ramos support with Ghost Flash. And this guy is Masters, by the way. Alois, what do you think about people saying you're a one-trick player? Well, if I'm going for any serious climb, I am kind of one-trick. Look, I'm 18 MS again. Earlier I was 30. Ooh, what's my camera doing? There we go.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But I don't, like... I still have my passive stacks.
How should I proceed?
Okay, this is W start. That's pretty fine for me. I'm gonna wait for my Q. 1 second. I might be able to get him here. Actually, I could have reset. Resetting was fine. I should have reset. All good though. Told you, I'm breaking Benjamin, man. We're gonna get kills. Play Breaking Benjamin, you get some solo bolos. Let's go. No summoners now, though. But look, if you get solo kill XP, I think I need 5 minutes to actually get my level 2 here. I think I cancelled one auto attack because he went to the bush, right? It's okay. Now, all I want to do, guys, I'm not this... Like, I can look for trades. I can look to utilize my level 2. But preferably, I just look to get an early game crash, right? And just secure a good reset here. And then I already have 400 gold. Like, my lane is already won. I don't have to, like, double dip, per se. I'm already in a good spot. He's Wing in. The only downside is now my Q is out of sync with my level 2 here. I get level 2 from one caster. Like I said, 5 means level 2. All good. I'll just slow push. I'm denying him means by slow pushing, which is good. Looks like it's gonna be a level 3. Actually, guys, I'm gonna do a trick here. I'm gonna show you guys a trick, okay? One coaching student of this, Mr. Splitting, once did this accidentally. But if you put 2 points in Q and 2 points in W, you can actually proxy wave 4 because you can one-shot the casters with 3 Qs and your W if you put 2 points in Q. Well, I have cancer. I gotta make sure I crush this wave. And then that's like somewhat negligible. But I gotta freeze this, right? Oh, okay, I did get early guy. I mean... Scheiße! Happens. Why not select my E again? Fundamentals. I heard 2 million ranked main told me that Riven ranked is a skill matchup.
Should I proceed?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody once said that Rama support is bad. Look at this guy. Never mind, Rama support sucks. What is this guy doing? I mean, that gank really cucked me though. I can move here, the way he's pushing into me. But he's already level 4, I'm losing more XP here. I don't think we can collect him. Whatever, man. This game is not looking too hot now. They literally actually got hard rewarded for doing the early gank. Man, if I got third wave crash into proxy, I would be in such a good spot, man. It's alright. That's not what's happening here, so shut your mouth. Okay, sorry. There's his aftershock. This guy's playing so defensive. Double cloth armor like a bitch. Right, bitch, this guy's. All good.
Choose your own path.
We just let this crash. Nothing I can do about it.
Sword mirrors.
He's gonna reset. I harpish this wave to set up my reset as well. Should grab me around 700. We're good.
My spirit is not lost.
I'm gonna make sure I get every me in. That was... If anybody flames my wall up, I'm permabanning you. We're so good. Thank you, FMB0119 for the tier 1, brother. Appreciate your kindness. We're rushing Eclipse here, not Cleaver. So I kind of want another solo bolo. Because after this guy gets a full item, I'm gonna be scratching his nut. Wait, okay, but this is like so bad. Like, he's not gonna build this to a full item, so he's just delaying his spikes, honestly. But I guess it's good against anti-crit. I don't know. A bit weird. Did you answer if you still do coaching? Sorry, I didn't get that message. Yes, I still do coaching. I've been opening solo coaching up again. FMB. If you're interested in my coaching, send me a DM on Discord. I will say it is relatively pricey though. You can send me a DM on Discord, see if we can figure something out. Lily has both sides. Oh, that was... okay. That was lucky. I think I need Eclipse before I win the 1v1, kind of. You just add me on Discord if you're interested in coaching, boss.
So long I've wandered.
I gotta look in here. What do you want me to do there? You're just getting solo kill as well, by the way. Not sure what you want me to do differently for you there. It's fine.
Choose your own path.
Not getting the best chance today, yeah?
A sword mirrors its owner. The time for talk is over.
I cancelled an auto. That's a tragedy. Oh, level up timer though. Pretty chill. I was thinking I would get the level up timer by killing the Lilia, but
Hello
this
guys,
works
I'm
kind
Alois.
of.
Today we are gonna do a coaching in the top lane.
That guy's griefing. Well, I cancelled a free auto on a 200 shutdown that would have granted me level 7 and would have put me in a good position. Now I use ult and ignite and got nothing. And that is really, really terrible for the game. Clean V, thank you to Prime.
Not lost.
That should have been a kill. I don't think she had flash, actually. Losing that timer is beyond bad. Does he have TP? Please don't have TP. Man, not getting that kill is so bad. I still lived because I leveled up. I actually had to level up, calculated that if I would kill the Lilia, I would get the level up from solo kill XP. I get the shutdown, not have Eclipse and like a lot more, but we lived, so it's not the end of the world. If I would have died, it would have been insta game over, but sorry. It's only natural result from canceling an auto. I mean, yeah, everybody has their own preference. I like to play with attack move. I'm just used to it. What's my reason to show chat in the bottom left? My editor requested it for YouTube videos. I think it's more interactive.
What conflict awaits?
We're still 20 CS up. I have a feeling Lilia, yeah. I was about to say, why is this guy even training with me?
To serve the greater good.
Like, I was already surprised that Cassandra is training with me, so I was thinking maybe Lilia's actually here. Oh.
Learn from your mistakes.
Oh, come on. So unlucky, and I'm out. And Soraka out. I think I might just have to look for risks here. Okay. Somehow Smolder lived, so that's massive. I have Eclipse and E. I'm not too scared here, I think. He has no aftershock. Never mind, I guess. Sometimes I just forget Cassandra damage. Every ult I use, I don't get a kill. It's very bad for a champion when I'm going Eclipse setup as well. Like, you kind of want to snowball with this setup, right? It's okay, though. Again, we didn't die. In the past, I would have my CR boots here. Sedge. He's gonna freeze or what? Piggy. No, he's not freezing. I win the 1v1, but Lilia's looking to gank me a lot. I've survived her gank. She's gonna flash again though, so will I. If I just would have gotten the shutdown, this game is a different game. But again, it's not the situation we're in, so shut your mouth. Okay. Yasuo just flashed? What? I thought he would... I thought... Maybe he thought there was like a knock-up or something, I don't know. There's Cassandra moving as well without ult. I think my correct play is to hard push the wave here first.
What conflict awaits?
Okay.
Today we talk to the most calculating and one of the most consistent Riven players.
I'm losing plates here for doing this. I don't know.
Can't wait for in 3 years all top laners quit league because
Take it, old
it's
Mac.
turning 18 years old.
I like your icon, buddy. It's a new icon too. Like a new badge, rather. I mean, they have 4 people. We have 3 that are weak. And I lost plates. Game's looking hard. Rope me activate prime, brother. I don't know. Rough game. My one death was pretty shit. Other than that, it's been a very unlucky game where I'm mainly getting ganked, and this Cassandra is just like 30's just down, doing nothing, but just being a bitch for his team, and it's working because his whole team is winning. I need to kill this guy here, but I don't think he'll really fight me, you know? He's gonna go back. He's actually fighting me. There's a Soraka ult maybe as well. That's why I'm keeping my ult. Just okay. Nice. He actually fought me. I would not have ever expected him to fight me. Gives me a chance to somewhat carry. Like, though, finally I got a kill, right? With my ult and ignite. And we stole the dragon. Okay. Massive. Good switch. Because they have grubs and they would have had the second dragon. Paired with like winning everywhere. Although this Yasuo is out farming their mid laner. So even though it's 0-2, it's actually in a good spot. No TP? I get another plate then. Why not? Alright, let's go. Nice. Wait, I just noticed realized your message. I can't wait for all top players to quit League in 3 years because League will be 18 years old. I see. Holy moly, I didn't connect. We're like 40 CS up, 3 plates still. But it's not gonna be an easy game. I think this is a game where I go Sundered Sky and just adapt.
My spirit is not lost.
Perfect. Space with him perfectly there. He had wasted his E. I caught him. I can get a full turret. Most important though, like I don't care too much about killing the Cassandra in terms of like the gold I get from him. The thing that matters so much that I also get the turret, I deny him the wave, and I get the solo kill XP, right? So solo kill XP is what matters the most for me there. Because that way I can actually get ahead of the XP curve of the game. And that gives me a chance to carry this. We need Sunlit Skies, like 2k.
Unnecessary stress.
Can move here maybe. I think there's still Lilia somewhere here.
There is no other way.
You have cancer. Okay, sorry.
No looking back.
Why would you just go melee range with me though, like in all seriousness? Oh. Okay, my bad, like I just got booty blasted. What did that Lilia just do though? Like for real, what the hell was that? Just check PayPal, I guess. Oh. Okay guys, I have to go bot lane now, preferably, so I can play for the bot tier 1, expand my gold lead. The benefit that we have of Talia stealing the second dragon is that I, like, not worried about soul as a win condition at all. I can beat this guy side and this guy because I'm gonna start building Maul now. Because these two guys are their main win condition. And this Zeri is dying a lot of times, by the way, which is actually good for me. Smolder is bot now, Yasuo's mid, so there's actually no point for me going bot, even though it would be my preferred side wave right now, because Smolder's there, I can't go there. He wants the turret for himself, of course, as he should, and so I'll move top. We're still ahead of the item curve and the XP curve. I should just flash that earlier though. I should just live. And even though my Yasuo's 0-4, he is still farmed, so I'm not too worried about this game state. Is that Cassandra TP? No. Okay, that's Cassandra TP. Sorry if it's both TP for killing Yasuo. If we just stay alive. No. I don't think he flashed out. Yeah, it's coming top side. She has no ult. There is bot. 2 items almost. Don't overstay. My small is actually very strong. I want to start going to bot lane now, so I push the turret or the wave into tier 2, and I'll go bot. I'm gonna ping bot, so Yasuo doesn't go there. Me bot. You top. I need him to listen. Right, I'm ahead of his move, so I get to decide the side wave that I want to go towards. Very important lesson here, right? I see my reset, I see my Yasuo's about to respawn. By default, he would walk bot lane there, but I want to be bot lane. It's beneficial for me. This guy's not the win condition, right? This guy's 0-5. I'm the win condition this game, so I'm gonna claim my side wave. Very important. If your teammates are not complete imbeciles, as in, you know, they're not bronze. Respectfully, right? Or 80 carry mains. 80 carry mains 0-5 would still go bot lane there. You select your side wave, and you're at the position you should be for maximum gold income, right? And now this side wave is pushing back into me. Yasuo should be receiving that. I get tempo on bot wave. Maybe I can play for the tier 2. Otherwise, I crash into the tier 2 and see what I just adapt. But this is what allows me to have very high gold income this game, right? So that rotation just there, even though it seems minor, it's just super important in game states like these. And now this side will bounce back into me again. Yasuo gets to collect, and see I'm permanently ahead with tempo because of how I'm managing my side waves here. And also this is where you get all of your gold income as a solo laner. Yasuo went mid because he had no job in top lane. So it's correct for him to go mid lane first for one wave and then go top. Now, one thing I do dislike though, is if I was top lane right now, I could cross map for this, because it looks like we don't want the 5v5 here. I do believe we can 5v5, but it looks like my team wants to try and cross map for the top lane turret instead. I'm gonna try and do some poke. I just need to make sure I don't get caught. Yeah, dodge this ball. Zero trying to cross map for this. The Hui is going there though. defend it. Okay. It's just Lilia with 1.5 items here and the Cassandra with 1.5 items. No. Okay, we get the tier 2. And it looks like we killed the Hui. Massive cross map by my team.
Holy
Sage, they're gonna fight, brother. Appreciate it, boss. This was so good. They got a dragon, we got a tier 2, and the Hui shut down. So this was ultra worth for us. This was such a good turn. Sage, thank you so much again for the 5, man. Hey. Appreciate it, brother. And look, we're still like 2 to 3 levels ahead of the curve of EXP here, right? Because of how we're managing the side waves. Always just Alt to W to procure Eclipse and Sunlit Sky. And he can't trade back because Eclipse shoot and then eat it out, you know? Oh, we're fighting here. This Leah has her second item now, so I got a Ran. Alright. Clean game, I control it. I'm gonna be third item before anybody else. So I'm in control of this game here. Mayaso's back in the game. Got tier 2 to get the shutdown. I have perma tempo over this Cassante. I'm gonna try and move mid here because I have the advantage of tempo. Cassante is to collect, no TP I believe. Right, because if Cassante collects, we have numbers advantage. See, he's bot lane, I'm mid lane. It's a benefit of having side with priority. Looks like my entire team's already dead though before I even get the chance to move. I'll do that. Maybe I should not go for her, but Yasuo has ult. My junglers today are very interesting human beings, with all due respect. Like the Kazakhs from last game and this, like, Talia, just, I don't know, man. I don't even think it's today, it's on this account. They just, I don't know. I get some creatures with, no, not even respectfully. At this point, that's not respectfully. That guy needs to be something. Okay, we have our third item after this, so we're good though. This bitch flashed. It's sad my whole team was dead before I had the chance to arrive, but I still know my play was correct. I'm gonna leave the side in a somewhat suboptimal position. No, I'm on tempo reset, but I think Huey will just push it back, so it's completely fine here. Okay, now it's pretty easy for me to fight them side laners, and I think my next item is just Death Stance for armor, and also the more damage I block through Death Stance, the more my magic resist matters, right? So Death Stance is just my natural next item, and then on those 4 items I think I'm very, very strong. My mid jungle is 1 in 11 actually. Holy shit, they are useless. See, I'm not really getting gold this game by kills, but I'm still ahead in XP by just, you know, being very efficient with how I'm managing my sideways, farming jungle camps, etc, etc. So I'm still ahead of the gold and the XP curve, right? You don't only expand your lead through farm. And now, if somebody collects here, same thing. We get numbers advantage. Soraka and Flash, they spotted me though. Santa's tipping somewhere. Behind me. I got my ult off. So lucky. If your name is Sammy! I don't have armor, so I gotta be a little bit wary of this guy. Who am I kidding? I'm Riven. And that's the one fight we need. My Talia's dead, so I think I'll just go bot try and get the tier 2. Or mid tier 1 first. This is a very clean controlled game by me, right? I control the fights we're taking. Then it's just a matter of execution in the team fight in terms of mechanics. Well, I think we did quite alright. And yeah. I think we shouldn't. This Baron is bad. They're all on resets. We have so much gold. We have like 3 to 4k gold in items. So this Baron is terrible. See, I would just pick my team away from these plays, right? So, very crucial. We had just won a team fight for like 5-for-1. We got a mid tier 1. We have tempo everywhere. We just reset. Sorry, we don't have that much tempo because we have a shit ton of gold in our inventory. So if we start Baron with like 3 to 4k gold in our inventory, they're all coming from tempo with a gold spent, right? And it would just be very bad to start it there. So it's much better to just do this, reset the map. We got 5-for-1. We're not in a rush. Now we can be first on the map again. We get the tempo. Spend our gold. And now the next fight should be pretty free for us. I was thinking of getting level 16 before this fight, but I don't think I can. Soraka's no flash, so it's my priority target here.
Learn from your mistakes.
Oh, cannon. Nice. Oh, wait, I should have taken that. Look at the stacks. Oh, okay, he has it now. Nice. Alois, what do you think about the Brahmin poster? Kinda giga chat, right? Was it you? Jorge? Jorge? Alright, let's go. We don't even have to get the dragon, we just have to win the fight here. I'm closing in their walls indeed. I'm trying to deny their exit route. I mean, we don't have engage. I got my knockup off, but it might not be enough unless he does that. Nope. Terrible. We didn't even kill anybody here either. Oh my days. We got 5 for 0. Well, shit. Das ist nicht gut. They get Baron with that too, and they're on soul point. Ruffy McTuffy. This Cassandra is playing the team fight well. He's doing nothing but keeping his eyes on me and just not allowing me to play the fight. If I have death stance, I carried that fight. I only took physical damage. Yeah, unlucky. Like, right? Yeah, I just only took physical damage. If I had death stance that fight instead of Maul, I would have carried it. Tricky. Yo, Kure, good to see you, boss. What is my team? It's the average master lobby, man. The average master lobby. And what can you do about this game? Wait, we got the dragon though. Wait, never mind, we're chilling.
Burdens of the past.
Okay, we're actually fine. Talia's stolen 2 dragons this game. They're not on soul point. That relieves some pressure. On 6 items, I believe I can carry this game. I just need Death Stance and Profane Hydra. And I can one-shot a target. But this guy is already going to 4. Yikes. Now, I remember last time climbing in this region, Master took me unironically the longest, and then from Master to Challenger, I got there in like 1.5 days. It was just... Playing the games in Master is the hardest stretch. It's all good though. Once I have Death Stance, I'll be strong. I just can't really progress for 2 minutes. I have so many turns to play for as well.
Learn from your mistakes.
Where do I get 200 gold? I just wait. They get this. I can't do anything about it. I need one more wave and I have Death Stance. I don't want to reset right now. Just don't fight mid, please. So mouse DPI? I genuinely have no idea. I tried to check it yesterday. I had installed Razer Synapse. It didn't register either my mouse or keyboard, even though they're both Razer. So there's that. I actually have no idea. Okay, well that's good.
Unnecessary strike.
Alright. We don't use this skill to do anything proactive. I just want to get my Death Stance. Stabilize the map. We're in a good spot now. Oh, just go on the Cassandra now. This Rammus is so troll to watch, man. They can't kill me because I have Death Stance now. If you're ahead of the curve with a Death Stance, it's so hard for enemy team to do anything, really. Yeah, I was right. I was lying. Okay, chilling. I got scared for a second there, but then I just hit back to full, so... I'm pretty sure. See, there's difference between having Death Stance or not. That item is just so important on Riven. I don't think there's any champion in the game that is able to utilize Death Stance better. Maybe Aatrox. But even Aatrox doesn't have like a shield. No, I think Riven is the best death sense user in the game. In case you guys don't know how it works, the passive you get from death sense is ignore pain. 30% of damage taken is dealt to you over 3 seconds instead. So instead of taking 100% damage, you take 70% instantly and 30% over time. However, you're able to both heal and shield that damage over time. And if you get a kill or an assist, that 30% overtime damage goes away. So basically, I take a lot less damage. And since I have so much healing and shielding from Eclipse and E, it's so amazing on me. Oh, I didn't even hear the ult. And I couldn't get a kill, so I couldn't proc death stance. I'm a griefer. My bad. My bad. I'm explaining stuff like yapping session again, and I just die for fun. Sorry. My bad. I hit my team there too. Is this Ramos carrying or what? Yeah, it's carrying together with Talia this game. Wait, this mod is a Giga Shed. Ooh. Close. My bad though. No, I don't like Edge of Night last. Edge of Night is not bad, but Profane Hydra is just way better. My bad. My sound's very soft this game. I didn't see the Lilia ult animation, but I also didn't hear it. I have my music louder than the sounds in game. Well, I'll send you the song after Kure. It's Dear Agony by Breaking Benjamin. If you want to search it right now. Alright, let's focus. Most fun top lanes I like to play. Right now, I really enjoy Mundo. I think Mundo's fun. I think Yorick is a lot of fun. Riven is fun. I mean, there's a lot of good champions in top lane. I kind of want to go bot lane here. If I can get this Profane Hydra, it's going to be a massive. My team just needs to respect on this mid wave, because they could be 45, and then the game should be in a very good state here. Because if Cassante collects here, right? They're 5 mid now. If Cassante collects, we have Prio. I'm just trying to maximize my gold income. Okay, Lily has both, so it's all good. One more wave and I have my item in full build. I might be able to sneak in here now. Okay, they will never look for me here, realistically, because they will lose Baron. Okay, nice. Now I'm full build. I can one-shot a target. Good. I think my preferred target would be Soraka. She is so much, but we have anti-heal, 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 and oh, holy moly, my whole team's anti-heal. Now we can do this though. I think a team advantage is secured. Smolder has flash in 40. I have flash in 40. It's important to check. Neither mid to jungle has flash. I just like to check my items of my teammates and also the summoners, so I kind of predict how the fight is gonna look like, right? I think we did this pretty fast, and they don't know I'm here. Missed the wall though. Yep, good macro here. Should be guaranteed. And now we have Baron for 3 minutes, which should also allow us to secure the soul. I'm gonna play for top because it's already open. Not too shabby. I think Lydia just flash ulted my team. My damage is too high kind of for them. Oh, well. Well, yeah, I mean, this game was what? I kind of farmed sideways all games. I kept 10 steps per minute. I played good macro in terms of, you know, sideways and the drone camps. That's what made me stay high on the resources, and then GG. Good game. balanced. But Reddit said Riven is useless. Yeah, Reddit can say a lot of things. I'm just a little bit shook still with these junglers though, man. Like, I am getting some bangers. Because they're like full range, no CC, right? Like, Wit's End is kind of hard here. Kind of good. Riven is not that good into Twisted Fate. But to be fair, I also just want to do Riven Day today. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go Riven, and just for practice reasons. I had to play this matchup a lot when I was in Korea. I'm gonna try it again. But I will go this. I'll just go full scaling. I'm not gonna run Resolve, because Mom didn't raise no bitch, but I'm sticking with TP. My wife got LASIK in March, and she says it's the best thing she's ever done, which is offensive to myself and our kid. I got LASIK last year, and best fucking decision I ever made in 24, being blind my whole life. Okay, so my eyes are not that bad. My eyes are not that bad. Like, I think I have like minus 2.5 or something. But when I hear these stories, it's kind of... But it can go wrong, right? I'm like... See, the thing is, I had a very bad experience with the surgery before. I had surgery on my appendix, and it had gone wrong, and then I needed a speed surgery. I'm not gonna give the whole story here. Basically, I was... if I would have waited like half a day extra, I would not been here anymore. So for me, I kind of have like this fear. Wait, look, my MS is way lower now. Remember when it was 30? Now it's like 22. I didn't change anything. What is going on? Why is it just 10 lower now? I've heard some pretty bad stories about LASIK, and most of them don't begin until years after surgery. Yeah, so I'm pretty scared about that stuff. Okay, guys, this game might be a game where I actually can rush Revenant's Hydra, and I'll explain to you why. So, the reason I can consider Hydra in a game like this is because they have 4 range champions that where I get to decide if I want to fight them or not, right? So let's say they had like a Rel here and like, I don't know, like a Vi here. I would need HP, right? I would need resistances, I would need to stay alive. But in this game, when they have like 4 range, what do you want me to do, man? Like, you're just griefing, by the way. And he's gonna ping me for that. Oh, that's nice. Giving Twisted Fate the first blood. All AFK. Great. Yeah, this guy. I at least I get to look for priority here. Whatever, run. Let's not talk against this guy. He has no flash at least. I have the privilege to at least get priority here. I'm not playing with second wind, so it is annoying here to lane. But I'm trading my HP here for priority. I lost more than half though. That's probably more than I can really afford. Aye. I need this wave to push back into me now. This guy's playing it very well. That auto attack is not allowed to hit me. Okay, the wave is gonna bounce back into me slowly if he hits a little bit more. Also, if he hits me, my means target onto him, so the wave bounces back, right? It's better for me to let the wave bounce back now. First of all, he has no flash. Kha'Zix's pathing top, but I assume Briar's pathing top this game as well, and 2v2 we simply don't win. I have my ward here now, so we can see the Briar. Okay. We're sustaining slowly again. The D shoot. Just gotta make sure I stay in XP range. Any CS I can get for free like that, I'll like look to get fast, right? Oh, never mind, that wasn't free. Kha'Zix wants to gank here by his positioning, I believe. Oh, Briar did level 3 bolt, so he's gonna invade here. Look, like, I have no priority for you, man. If you invade here and die, and you're gonna, like, blame me again, just get 8s. Like, he should just gank the Twisted Fate here. It's such a free gank. It's super strange to me that he doesn't gank this. Instead invades for Gromp. But yeah. is this guy doing, man? The fact that Twisted Fate is allowed to play like this is completely... It's genuinely ridiculous. Like, we have no prio mid or top. We have 2 lanes without prio and he does that. This guy's so annoying. Twisted Fate no flash and he's allowed to play like that. When... whatever, man. Like, this guy's genuinely griefing. And then he goes like, oops, for fun, you know? I have to flash that. Why do I have him flash? I wanted to cannon XP. Oh, this guy should just be dead, but my jungler has I can't play the game with how my jungler is playing the game. It's so hard, man. I think my flash was bad. I should just stay and fight it out. Fighting and dying might even be better than flashing there, because I lose a full wave here now. I don't know. That was a freeze gank. It's just a bit unfortunate, you know? Briar does a level 3 bot gank, so that means he can never counter gank top, which is what I was scared of when both junglers are pathing to top. TF has no flash, he is in my turret, and Kha'Zix invades a Gromp instead of just ganking the TF. But that's okay. Alright, let's look in. It happened. It's in the past, I just gotta focus on it now, but I'm more than a full level down, and he still had a first blood, right? So it's very tricky for me to play this game. Look at his damage too, just with the D-Blade. Oy oy oy. I also can't really all in him because he's bomb plating and the exhaust, so I don't really get kill windows. But it's alright, I can try and skill with Worm or with the Hydra. That's the game plan. My game plan is to stay even, not to win. Yeah, you don't ignite in these matchups because you do not get wave control ever. So you need to go TP to get like a free out of Joe card. Well, we farmed pretty well there. I actually got all of them. So we're even in CS. That's really good, honestly. I'm very satisfied with that. We're behind in XP, though. If I'm able to set up a reset here, I'm pretty satisfied, too. Because we are weak-sided. But this Twisted Fate is... like, Twisted Fate has to set up his own reset. But he's not in much, like, rush as I am. So he can just freeze this, you know? He can be very annoying here if he wants to. And so here, now I kind of have to choose, how do I get this wave in on the weak side? What I'm considering is just ulting here for the wave. And not to, like, ulting here, it's gonna give me level 7 as well. And it's gonna just reset the wave. And if I don't ult here, I never get this wave in. And so now I at least get the wave in. But if he freezes, oh, I might just be dead nonetheless. No! That last auto caught me. The wave does bounce. He lost both summoners. It's like... it's not that bad of a death. He lost ult and both summoners and the wave will bounce. So unironically, it's not that bad. Right? Like, I actually lose nothing for it. And he loses both summoners and his ult. Which is good. If I would have lived, it would have been massive. And I hope for some miracle that Kha'Zix will, you know, find it in his heart to gank top lane here. However, I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, look, I lose nothing here, right? Dude, he's just like outfighting me nonetheless. Like, piss off, man. Ah, yeah, of course the Briar is here. Why would my job? Ah, there's a Karma. No, man. Ah. That's fine. The wave is good at least. I didn't expect Briar to still be there after she had already done grubs too, but yeah. This guy's been allowed to play the game like a criminal. Well. The good part about this game is that I'm getting my TP back again, and we've been able to manage to stay even in farm, mostly because of that one ultimate cast I've done, right? If it wasn't for that ultimate, I would be so far behind in CS, so because of that, we're still actually, you know, being competitive in terms of CS, so that's giving me a chance in this game, considering this guy got the first blood and is getting more ganks than I am. But look, we still have good farm, so in that regard, I'm still pretty satisfied with my gameplay here. I think I've made a pro. Okay, got full Cricket Slayer. Can we just like go next? Never mind. I mean, like, won't say anything. Just go next. Actually, you got a full Cricket Slayer, bro. You like 3k gold something on his reset. I am his bitch right now, and for the rest of the game, unfortunately. Okay. Sorry, I processed the fact that he has that already. What I have to do now is stay until I have 1.4k gold, reset base TP with a Hydra, and, well, let's see. Reset base TP. I was like, I said something twice. Oh, tankies as well, man. Just so annoying. He didn't get punished ever. Yeah, well, that's playable. And the Karma's coming topside. Briar's probably coming topside. They got 6 grubs as well. Ah! Okay, it's out.
Burdens of the past.
The whole laning phase has been a matter of survival, guys. We're somehow doing really good in the farm department, though, but man, my man, is this impossible. At any point, I'm also a sitting duck to getting dove. Okay, well, Briar's bot. If that bitch wants me dead, I'm dead. That's how it goes. Kind of would prefer to keep my D-shoot if possible, but might not be possible. This flash cooldown did not get punished either. Unfortunately. Well. Yeah, Doran's shield is getting buffed and Hydra's getting buffed, so those are 2 good things for Riven. Or sorry, Cleaver is getting buffed, not Hydra. Well, even with all the things happening, guys, I have a CS lead, so I can take some pride in that, right? Well. Never mind, just fucking FF. Oh, well, it sucks. Please tell me I live. Good flash. Both sums again. Well, I have to do something desperate. It's been a very unplayable game from my perspective, bros. Okay. Okay, Akali got a lot though. That's pretty good. Yeah, not much to do this game. For the homies that joined recently, basically, he got a first blood from Kha'Zix, and then my Kha'Zix invaded when both Karma and Twisted Fate had prio, because, I mean, it's Twisted Fate against Riven and Karma against Akali, and so he still invaded instead of just ganking a free gank, and then, I don't know, the game became very hard for me to play. And all I've been doing is surviving the whole game. I didn't get a single gank, because Kha'Zix, instead of saying my bad that he gave a first blood, said it's my fault that I was AFK, and now decided to never gank top again. So it's pretty unplayable for me. Oh, and he's bot. Let me get something at least. Man.
The sword mirrors its owner.
Oh, they killed him. That's good. Okay, Valks and Briar top lane though. On skill cap, they can meant to give you turret ASAP so you can freeze and he has to overstay too far. What if he just moves bot lane like he did here? Well, he died, but no. Also, that is wrong information because if you give your turret, enemy top laner can crash the wave into your tier 2, get a bigger roam timer to, get a bigger tempo timer to roam rather. So, I mean, maybe some situations it's good to lose your turret, but in most scenarios I don't think it's correct actually. Because, again, your opponent is able to crash the wave into your tier 2, and then, because of that, get a bigger roam timer. Are we gonna play with 0 wards? I hate this guy actually with a passion. This guy's so annoying. You know what I hate against Twisted Fate, guys? You need Mercs and... You know what? You need CDR boots, Mercs, and Tabis. Because he goes AD. You need CDR to gap close. And then you need... what's it called? Mercs for his tenacity. I don't know. You need 3 boots against this champion. Okay. I think he knows now that top has no flash. Not sure if I'm gonna get a gang from that, but... Enemy top no flash. Okay, you should be dead. This is gonna give me so much dopamine. Sorry. Rip off. Woo! Whoever said that skill cap said that you should drop your tier 1 turret so he can overstay? Yeah, you guys were precisely right. Guys, drop your tier 1 turret and just let your opponents overstay and just kill them. Skill cap was right all along. GG. Thank you, skill cap. Yeah. Just get, yeah. My bad. I was wrong. Okay, Akali's strong now, and Twisted Fate has died twice now, so we're actually in a good spot now.
So long I've wandered.
Oh, get off me, you bastard. TF4.
What conflict awaits?
Well, I did say it. Oh, I missed my W. I should just not even think about helping him in his call. I go Death Sense here instantly, by the way. I have to. It's alright, though. I think he exhausted me, right? So that's something. I need some survivability, like a little bit. Do I think Riven top is in a bad spot? No. I think she's alright, and also her Death Stance has been buffed, and next patch we're getting Cleaver buff and D-Shield buff, so I think we're fine. That Kha'Zix, we don't talk about it, Damin. Wait, Damin, you're a Kha'Zix main, right?
How should I proceed?
I think your name's somewhat familiar to me. Or am I wrong? Anyways, this Kha'Zix is 8.
Unnecessary stress.
No, Kha'Zix has been softening since the start, but that's fine. We do have 2 dragons, so that's good. And I'm getting a lot here. Enemy team... Oh.
The time for talk is over.
No, he outplayed me, guys. Like, he just outplayed me. Like, he played that so well. Oh, my bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. Looks like we're winning the fight at least. Use both sums. I think it's alright. I think me not having sums and him not having sums, I'd rather him not have sums, because Akali will perma destroy the guy. My bad though, I shouldn't even 1v1 him. Imagine a summoner spell that just spawns a bush. Wait, who's cooking with that one? I'm gonna TP here, by the way.
Burden
Wait, I shouldn't. This wave is so much better. Why do I have a TP here? It's terrible TP. Terrible. I should go bolt and also then I have TP to play for Baron. This is a terrible TP. It's alright. Once I have Death Stance, even then I don't think I win, honestly. No sums, so you can get him. My Akali's strong. This guy flashed too. I hope he doesn't reset. Probably go bolt. I might be dead already. Okay, yeah, you have no sums, so you can suck my fat nuts. Nobody was there. Sorry. I just get passionate against ranged top laners, you know, like... Is he gonna like flame me for that, or...? This bitch has no flash. Oh, my days actually get juked. Nice side distance. Okay. The side wave is terrible, but it's alright. Okay, we stabilized. The one thing in this game is I've always managed to maintain high NCS numbers, right? So that has been my saving grace. The one turn where Twisted Fate ulted bot and my Aphelios actually killed Misfortune, Twisted Fate, and got the turret kind of won us the game. Holy shit, my bot lane is smurfing it. They are smurfing out of their minds. And now nobody's collecting bot wave 2. If I'm Twisted Fate, I want to move to the bot lane wave. Ooh. I can't save him.
There is no other way.
She just kills the Lulu real quick. Like, sure, I guess. Oh, I'm so dead. I went way too deep. That's nobody's fault but my own, honestly. This Akali is smurfing it. Well, not much counterplay against that combo from Twisted Fate. Shit. That Kha'Zix flash. Oh no, this guy is criminal, man. I'll go this. That guy flashed. That's crazy. I might just need QSS. I think Sunnet Sky QSS is pretty good. Yeah, I have QSS against either as Exhaust or... Yeah, I for sure need the QSS. Man, this guy needs to be like publicly celebrated. Celebrated, yeah. This guy's Exhaust. I'm not even sure if I can kill him. He can TP again away as well if he wants to. You like the fuck that this champion is even a top laner, man. I need CDR boots. I need mercs. I need tabbies. It's like the most like whatever. It's fine. Calm down. This guy is just like not a good human being. He's gonna flash on me. He has rapid fire. This guy's just not a good human being though, for real, for real. I didn't get the cannon, doesn't matter. I didn't get my level 15 by the way. I'm trying to get my level up timers, maybe something like this. Somehow I'm alive. Are we getting this? Oh mama. Oh, das ist nicht gut. Look at that bitch. No! How did the card land in time? Is there any Twisted Fate players in my chat? Anybody here that plays Twisted Fate? Just anybody. It was also really good that when like Riot decided to like remove tenacity from like every possible thing in the game. Yeah. But anybody that plays Twisted Fate? No, just Vayne top. TF1 trick here. Mods, persecute them in the chat. What a disgusting game to play. Okay, well, you flashed. I don't know, man. Whenever you're playing against such a Fate top, it's like you're just left to the mercy of your teammates. Right, they're always staying so hard. There's one exhaust out. Oh, but come on. Come here, Twisted Fate. Oh. No, not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. That guy just flashed, right? Okay, well, nice, good. Good, I'll take it, I take it, I take it. This game is like the typical master game though. Once I get this on QSS, then I actually think I beat him, but he's already 4 items. Wait, the camera's out of focus? Give me a second. I'll try to fix it. Did that fix it? Wait, how blurry is it? I think it's fine. But maybe sometimes it gets blurry, depending on like light from there. I don't know. You try to attempt. Okay, we got the turtle, so I get this. Nice. I think we're actually in a better spot considering we're on soul point and their karma's relatively useless. Now I just need QSS and then can win. He has 4 items. Oi, 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 oi. There's no flash though. This guy used exhaust.
My spirit is not lost.
Okay. He's bot. I should go bot as well. I need the QSS ASAP. I can use it for his gold card and or his exhaust, right? It's so weird for me that this item is 400 gold now. I still get used to that. Mundo into TF? Nah. Can I do a piggy cosplay? Right, can you send me a selfie of your... No, no, too far. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't finish my sentence, so you'll never know what I would have said, right? True. How do I have a shutdown out of anybody in this game? How am I the one with the shutdown? Thank you, Riot Games. Oh, that makes total sense. Honestly, I would choose me too. I'm like behind in gold, behind in EXP. You would just give the shutdown to me, because why the hell not? This guy's like Bill Gates, doesn't get taxed. I'm getting taxed for fun. Oh wait, I forgot about rapid fire. And against... I get 8s. Yeah. I have to play against gold card. Then once I can finally move my legs, it's exhaust into another gold card. And then, I don't know, man, like something snaps in my brain. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine. That flash is just horrific though. This guy's no flash. Oh, we got the goodies now.
Learn from
Oh.
your mistakes.
It's a double whammy.
You cannot go
Oh. Bye, bitch.
unpunished.
Well, we have the soul. I think I just play slow with my team here. Another QSS! Sorry. Holy shit, he got double QSS on. That's like 2 spits in his face. Like, nah, I don't know. Sorry. Hey, that was a good game. I definitely did get 8s like 50 million times. That was beyond satisfying, by the way. QSS into another QSS.
To serve the greater good.
Again, guys, it's just passion, okay? So if you're like weirded out, it's passion. Why is my Kali recalling? Okay, I guess we're just recalling. You have a Lich Bane to... Oh, this guy's a Lich Bane for cosmetic purposes. Oh.
There is no one.
Not that much counter play. We just back off. I'm gonna fix the bot wave. Please don't fight. I just wanna fix the side wave, and then we go as 5.
Sword mirrors its owner.
Are they randomly doing better in a way, right? TF doesn't have flash. They're just doing it without Briar. Where is my team? How is that a thing even? Without Briar, they just did better. Oh my days, this game is giving me 8s, man. Like, I know I am bot, right? I am bot, but 4v4 on the... Breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe, man. Shut up, Alois. Sorry. Sorry. This guy's a flash. That's good.
Violence to end violence.
Can you show the free AD in Gathering Storm, please? Oh, wait. You're right. I have Gathering Storm. I had completely forgotten about that. Okay. What do I got next? I think Prof and Hydra. For just a little bit of oomph, you know? I need a little bit of less oomph. If I have Flash, I win the sideline 1v1 very easily. If Twisted Fate is smart, he never uses W and Exhaust in the same rotation, because then I can QSS as both.
Learn from your mistakes.
I'm going... Okay. Do you have cat? Are they actually ending? They're not. No, there are. Second exhaust. For fun. Oh. This Kazakh needs to get like a kiss in the forehead. And like, I don't know, something else as well, by the way. I won't mention what, but I'm not a fan of this Kazakh. With all due respect. That guy just jumped in for people for fun to die. Like, nothing else, realistically. You can't end. Yeah, okay. He's pinging, like... You just need to get Something, something, something. Oh, good. See, I don't even know if this guy is like actually trying to win or no. No, I do know. The guy's not been willing to win the game since a very long time.
Sword mirrors its owner.
I might have to overstay tempo here for Elder if I kill this guy. We can't contest Elder normally.
Proceed.
I haven't reset with 2.6k, but I can't buy anything either. I have to find this Twisted Fate. I'm just gonna push here.
Burdens of the past.
Akali STP. Okay.
The reason I want Alois
Oh,
to
he's
say
in our
is because
base.
he's small and people take him seriously.
Hi, Captain Piggy.
Do we defend? Oh, please. Wait, we might have it. We might have it. Lock in. We actually stopped them. We actually stopped them. Okay, it's 3v3 here. I think we just back off, no? We don't have to do something here. Like, we don't have to lose the game here. We somehow saved it. We can get Elder. And I can get full build. Okay, we're in this. Desperate Nasus, thank you for the raid, man. We're in one of the wildest game I've played in a very, very long time. Thank you for the raid, brother. And sure, thank you for the prime. Welcome, guys. If you don't know who Mr. Desperate Nasus is, you're a pig. No, I'm kidding. You're still a goat, but he's an amazing Nasus scale high elo streamer over in US. Go check him out. Okay, we're somehow still in this game, guys. I ain't got a clue as to why, but hey, winnable. Definitely went the game. He's dead, bitch. Time to get into mercs now. I don't want another item with an item active, because I already have two, and I'm gonna get disgustingly confused, so I'll just go for this. I know I get confused. I know myself. Well,
Hello guys.
I don't know how to win the game from
Alois.
this
Today
one.
we're gonna do a coaching
Horizon,
in the
thank you
top
for prime,
lane.
brother. Why not statics? Not a bad shout. His mama didn't raise a bitch, that's why. Where is he? Where is this Twisted Fate? I need to search this guy. Okay.
Sword mirrors its owner.
I need to have my piggy radar sharp. Man, playing with open nexus has to be like top 10 most stressful thing. That's the thing. You know, this support player, Jack Troll. It's like the Vitality support player. He won a poker tournament, like a giant poker tournament. You know why? He was never stressed. He's had like 10 scenarios where he's played with open nexus. Nothing is more stressful than playing a game of League of Legends with a fucking open nexus. And why is my team doing Baron? Oh no. Why am I TPing? I could end the game. I have 8s. I have full 8s. Why did I just TP? I'm confused. We still have Elder, and I have Flesh here. I think we can win. We can win.
Choose your own path. The time to talk is over.
Lou. Why is nobody dying? That's what. Okay, I was about to say you just fucking die and you win the game. Easiest game of my life, by the way. Okay, guys, I don't know. I got like 3 different strokes, 3 different things this game, but honestly, average did the job. No, average league game, true. Also, range top. Oh.
Learn from your mistakes. I am awakened.
GG. 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 Not even. What was I gonna say? Didn't even like sweat. Didn't even sweat.
So the reason I like fundamentals, I'm just going to tell you what, because you know I teach, right?
Oh yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a professor, right? You told
Yeah,
me.
yeah. So I teach fundamentals, right? And a lot of people who have, let's just say, you know, a lot of people who teach will start at a very high level of concept and everything. I'm like, you need to do the groundwork, right? Oh, you know what the other thing is? I know what. There we go. Okay. You're going to see me now on, there you go.
Discord, yes.
Yeah,
But
there you
I'll.
go.
Yeah,
I got
can see.
I got two cameras, 3 cameras. I have 17 cameras.
Well, you're a better streamer than I am then, because I can't even make my camera work on both Discord and OBS, or either or even. So I have to
No, you
unplug my camera. I have some weird things, but other than that, it's pretty much a vibe. Do we just quickly want to introduce each other to like our each of our communities? I'm not
Sure.
how
Can your
familiar
guys,
everybody's with you.
can your community hear me?
Yes, they should be able to hear you very well.
All right. So we met at TwitchCon. And by the way, your strat to fight Timo has helped me huge. And then we started talking. So for your stream, I'm a college professor. I stream part-time. I have a good time. And I have been streaming off and on, I think, for over 9 years, bro.
Oh, wow, I didn't know you were streaming for that long actually already. I had no idea.
Yeah. I started way
amazing.
back in the day playing DayZ, and then I had potato internet. If I streamed from school, so that was back if you turned on your camera, you got partnered, right? And then if I was streaming at home DayZ in like 380p, but if I went to school, I got like really high, frame rates and stuff, and then 150 more viewers. But then I would miss dinner with my family, so I just streamed at home off and on for a long time like that. And then, and I would stream. Well, it depends on my schedule. Literally, this is what I've been doing for about almost 10 years now. Is every September I would destroy my stream because I go back to school and then things get really busy. And if I have a busy schedule, or one of my things is family first, so if I got to leave, go kill a spider, all these kind of things like that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and then I didn't really stream a whole lot from 2020 to 2022 because of bad family illness and stuff like that. So, but I was doing the TikToks and that seemed to blow up, and poof, here we are. And then last year I was really popping off, but then like last summer about this time, you know what I mean? But then school started. I had late night classes, and it was coming up on year 4 of a long series of stressful life things. So here we are.
Well,
And I teach computer systems and networking, just because I saw somebody on your chat asking.
Yeah, true. I was gonna ask, but yeah, okay, that clarifies it. For me, I'm completely different. I'm just a guy that quit high school because I had League of Legends as my hobby. I had no idea what I wanted to pursue, so I went into League of Legends full time. I was a professional player for about 2.5 years, and then I what's it called? I transitioned into content creation, streaming, centered around educational content. I've been a challenger player for 8 years, so and I like teaching. I think it's a very rewarding thing to do. It's like gives me a purpose, so I like that. So I'm excited to head into the session. I see you sent me 2 votes. I think what could be useful first as well is that you forward me your open at GG. We start there. I'll ask some questions, make some some mental notes, and then we just go from there.
Sure. I have a question for you, though.
Sure.
Hang on, I'll send you my OPG. By the way, I've been up and down. We can talk about rank later, but hang on, where'd your stream go? There you go. What was it like playing like pro?
Very mixed. See, I didn't have the best professional career. I'm not gonna, shift blame away from myself. But I would say that I was, generally speaking, very unlucky in the environments that I was put in. Being a professional player...
And you're too tall.
Sorry?
And you're too tall.
I'm not that tall. I'm average. But for see, the things with League of Legends and being in esports, you don't really, like, you as an individual have about 15% of the eventual outcome of like your split, and which is kind of your career as well. And so having so many outside factors deciding how your career goes was hard for me. And then some other personal reasons I decided to quit professional play and more so dive into Yeah, just do something where my own effort and my own inputs is the direct
Yeah, yeah.
result that I can also get. So I valued that a lot more.
Oh, that's good. No, because I've talked to some pro players, and it's a bit of a I don't know what a bit of a roulette wheel, or you know what I mean? Like, there's so much that's not under your control. Because I remember when I was a young man. Here's a fun fact: when I was a younger guy, I used to do stand up comedy, and in Canada, that's controlled by a couple of people. So there was so much out of your control, whether or not you advanced or not. So I left and did other things as well, right? Because being at the mercy of other people is problematic. Also, that's very intense, though, right? Like you live, eat, sleep when you're playing pro, right?
Um, yes, it's unstable in the sense that if you're not performing well, you lose your job, right? So there's always performance pressure.
Right.
But other than that,
No, but I
I
mean,
like
like
that too.
you're scrimming, like you're working on that 12 hours a day, right? When you're doing that pro.
Yeah, generally speaking, what my day would look like, we have once in EU, usually you have one scrim block, and very often it would be like from, I don't know, 1 p.m. to like 6 p.m. And so what a general day would look like, I would just wake up, go to the office, play some solo queue, play some warm-ups, have lunch, then scrim from 1 to 6 p.m., and then play more solo queue and go back home. So yeah, you're just playing League all day.
Can I tell you a fun story before we start?
Sure, of course.
So just before COVID, well, a little bit before COVID, I pitched and talked to my president of my college. I told him all about esports, and long story short, I convinced them to build a 50 PC esports arena at my college. And we were one of the first esports arenas, and it was like broadcast ready in Canada. And from that, we got a varsity team, an esports program, and it's kind of cool because now I go hang out. And most of the people are all like, there's 50, 60 kids in there all playing games and stuff. They have no idea who I am, but I just get to sit there and watch them enjoy something I would have loved to have when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty happy about that, to be honest with you. And I stopped streaming that year because I was so busy building that project, right? So
That's awesome. That's genuinely awesome.
oh
Giving
yeah,
so many people like just an opportunity to just grow in that as well. I think
well
that's
because
like,
of,
yeah.
we've legit had kids transfer to our school because of it. And then it was interesting because there was a pro player. He had gone similar like you. He had left college though, like his first year, whatever, to go play pro, and then did that for about 2 years, and did okay, but wasn't super happy about it. Came back to finish his college diploma and happened to be one of the best Yannis in the world, and happened to play for our esports team. so
That's amazing. So
that's
he
pretty cool.
owns his career to you. Give
Well,
or take.
well, no, we just happened to build a facility there, so it worked out pretty cool. So I'm
That's
pretty
amazing.
happy with that, right? So
I mean, that's a great accomplishment. That's like super rewarding. I can imagine. Yeah, that's awesome actually. You've gotten so many different experiences. So it's also interesting for me to like hear just different perspectives and things that you've already been able to do.
I
That's
appreciate
nice.
that. Well, it's interesting because I teach computer systems and networking, but when I was a young guy, I was in the military, right? So the military is very good at teaching fundamentals because everybody has to know their job or somebody gets blown up. You know what I mean? It's not good, right?
So you went from military, stand-up comedian, to computer.
Yeah, because then I went back to university,
Yeah.
and then I had computers, and then I was one of the first antivirus consultants in the world, and I used to work with John McAfee. Maybe you heard of him. So yeah, I did that, and then from there I went off and did a bunch of other stuff and stand up and some film and TV stuff, but always teaching in the sort of teaching the background, right? So
Amazing. Okay, that's lovely.
Burger King military is very good at teaching fundamentals. There you go. So I'm reading your chat, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, you're the inventor of fundamentals. Okay, that's good. Okay, well that was awesome to hear. Caught me a bit off guard too. Okay, do you wanna dive into the session?
Yeah, let's do that. So my OPPG is a mess because I've been up and down. I think my highest rank was S4 on an alt account, and then I got a third account, hit gold 1 before I finished my promos, and they suspended that account. And that was a
Oh,
flat
yes.
account too. Yeah. So, and then last season, you remember when they did that -50 thing?
When you would demote your
Yeah. I went from bronze 1 to iron whatever, like in about 4 or 5 games, because it just bang.
I see,
So,
yeah.
and here's the other thing: I don't spam 10 games a day. Like today, I kind of spammed about a couple of games, And then I got knocked all the way down to Iron 2, and then about 2 weeks ago I fought my way back to Bronze 4, and then I've just been going Bronze 3, Bronze 4, Bronze 3, Bronze 4, and stuff like that. So
Okay. I see. So if okay, I'm not too familiar with the site. Where do I see CS numbers, etc.? I think I want to get your name and put it in OpenGG as well. I think that's easier. I'm just gonna open.
that's
OpenGG
UGG,
like
not
that.
okay, sure.
Yeah, it's easier for me because it just has a like more clear overview, so I get some more information. For example, it shows your CS numbers and stuff like this. Okay, so
it shows CS right there. Look, 5.5, 5.8.
blind.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were there.
Yeah, but it's not like I don't get your average, right? I don't see your average here, for example.
Okay, yeah. My best, by the way, I was really smoking on CS, and I think the best I did was 9.8 with York and 9.2 with Urgot.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
So-
well, go ahead.
Yep.
I'll shut up. I'll shut up now.
That's all good. Okay. I'll dive in. I'll dive into from my perspective. First thing I always look at, or my general recommendation to any player that wants to start climbing, but you've got that down, is to select one role and have your champions limited in that role. 1 to 3 is my general recommendation, and the smaller your champion pool is, the better, to kind of create a niche whilst playing League of Legends, right? So you've done that. You are playing Urgot and Yorick, which I think is a completely fine champion pool to have for the MMR you're currently playing in. And then the foundation of League of Legends, you know, if you've watched Karate Kid or something like this, the foundation, the most important thing, as a solo laner at least, that is the habit of just last hitting. If you get good at last hitting and you're good at that, that will already put you in a giant advantage throughout any game that you play. If you're simply better at last hitting than your opponent, regardless of what else you're doing, you're going to be in a fine spot. So that is just like a goal to set instantly. Because 6.1 CS, that can be improved a lot. Urgot is very good at last hitting. So if I just want to make that an active goal and see how you approach last hitting, see how you last hit on the turrets, see how you're kind of avoiding or more so approaching wave states if you're either, you know, playing trade too aggressive or just farming lazy. Sometimes people are just very lazy. If I lose 2 melee minions in a row, I get upset. I kind of want to see how that works out for you. Then regarding KDA, I haven't watched any of your games beforehand, but 6.1 average is on the high end, but that's also paired with a very high amount of depth. So I'm assuming you're a relatively aggressive player.
Yeah, scroll down.
Yep. Oh, you just wanted to flex?
Well, I don't want to flex, but I mean, like, the last couple games haven't gone well. But if you scroll down, you'll see some other ones where, and the games I gave you one. Sorry. So like, yeah. Can you scroll down? Can you scroll? Yeah, go. There you go. 8. You know, keep going.
Oh, my bad. What are we looking for?
Show more. There it should be showing up. There you go. Look at that one right there. That's a good one. Up a little bit.
Sure.
Up a little bit.
This one?
The one that says 17. Up.
Am I blind?
It's because we got a lag when you're. I'm watching your stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Up.
Okay,
There you go.
I'm sorry.
So that was a good one. That's 16, 9. There's another one up there, 17, I think. I'll kind of run hot and cold, and there you go. There it was. 17, 5, 3. Young people, you're so fast.
Here. Okay, I see what you're referring to. What are we getting towards?
Oh, just showing you some other games where I'm getting more kills, but I'm getting lots of deaths. And
Okay, yeah. Okay, no, that's amazing. But the general consensus is, I'm looking at average, right?
Yeah.
I think average is the easiest thing to go off of. It's good that you have outliers. 73 is amazing, but you're also gonna have games where you're like 1 in 10.
Oh yeah.
Right, so we gotta find a balance. And so the point more so is that the lower depth you have, the higher your farm average will be by default. So if we want to push up those CS numbers, we also have to die less. And it's very good that you get a lot of kills, but if you're dying a lot as well, you're also giving your opponents an opportunity to get back in the game again. So we don't really have a firm grip over the game. If we can get this down towards, let's say, 4 per game, your CS will by default probably already increase to a 7.
Can you look at just ranked games?
Yeah, I will.
So I'm just going to give you a brief history. Many moons ago, I've been coached like 4 times, I think 3 times. So way back in the day, Nice coached me when I was Iron. I got out of Iron, Then Max Waldo coached me, and I learned more about rotating and being a little more aggressive. Sanchovies coached me, and I got more focused on CS. And when I talk to my chat all the time, I'm like, kills actually don't win games, or like objectives win games, right? Which is why I like Yorick. You can go all game, get 0 kills, but as long as I take the Nexus, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but it's been a dumpster fire lately, buddy. I'm gonna complain. It's you know what I mean? Like it's been like some of these games I've worked so hard and we still die and then or I get sucked into that kill mayhem madness
Yeah.
in the middle and I'm like I have to literally tell myself, don't go to that fight, don't go to that fight, it's a bad fight, don't go to that fight. It just gets really frustrating, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a nuance, right, to what you said. So kills don't win games. I agree. Kills are important, but they're not the main source of income. That's a better way to put it, right? For example, around 16 to 17 CS, so let's say 2 side waves is almost equivalent in terms of both gold and EXP to a kill.
Right.
And then a turret is worth more than a kill, like a tier 1 turret. A tier 2 turret is worth 2 1/3 of a kill if we're talking 300 gold per kill. So in the general sense, I would say the easiest way to get resources in the game is side waves to turrets or side waves into jungle camps, and then you get the kills by being efficient on the map. And what we could also perhaps do, depending on how long we take to go over the VODs, is maybe do a live game as well, so I can give you kind of a better feeling when I give you the guidance of how I would approach the game. But ultimately, I think focusing on CS numbers is one of the greatest goals to have. Again, because if you're simply lasting better than your opponent, you will win your lane 9 out of 10 times just by lasting better.
Can I
And
ask
even
you a
if you, yes, yeah, absolutely.
So normally with Urgot, like the common wisdom is run like second wind or bone plating and overheal, right? But I've been running demolish because to me a back is as good as a kill, right? Because then I can CS for free if they've gone home, right? And then if they make a bad mistake, then I have demolish and I can trash plates and get more gold, right? And then I get to eat everybody, right? Is that a good strat or no?
It's a good strategy, but the way that I would approach that is it doesn't work always. That's the thing with League of Legends.
It's a coin flip, right?
Well, not necessarily that. There's always, see, the thing is, you can, with League of Legends, you can rarely say this is 100% of the time correct. So it's more so adapting or nuances. And so I would take bone plating in a match, or sorry, demolish rather than in the matchups where you're able to control the wave states. Because if you're able to control the wave states, you're also having an easier time to look for those plates. But if you're playing Urgot against like a Teemo, you're rarely gonna be in a position where you can hit his turret. So I would not go demolish.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Do you have any questions regarding before we go into the game?
So it's interesting because I'm just reading your chat and people are like, well, as soon as you lose 2 games, you got to quit. I stream, right? So, and like some days I don't spam games. I've had really good luck on days in the summer I get to play more. And you know what I'll do is I'll play a draft game or something, and then I go like vacuum the house, and then I come back and play a ranked game, and then I go clean the garage, or I go to you know what I mean? Like I'll on and off. I find those days I can keep my focus better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But those 4 games right there, you can tell I haven't had much sleep for a couple of days. So playing tired and playing sad don't help. And I think I'm starting to change more depending like if it's range and stuff. Because remember you told me with Teemo to go fleet and second wind and bone plating, that helped a lot, right? So getting and I started playing in season 11. So starting to understand that and team comps is a huge thing. But I mean, I'm still far away from that. And I suck at last hitting and I suck at auto attacking. Just so we're clear.
Okay. Are you familiar with what every rune does? That's like a good start as well.
With what?
Like what the runes do in general. You can see this on my stream as well, right? Or like my screen share.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
You're watching my stream. I can also screen share to just make it easier for you. So you can just look at my screen share. You don't have to look at my screens or stream, so you don't have a delay. I think that's easier. Okay. Yeah, I think that's easier. Okay. A second, I'll just.
Well, generally, I tend to go PTA or fleet, right, for Urgot, and then I go lethal for Yorick. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have if you'll notice, I have a better win rate lately with Yorick because Yorick's all about macro, right? And you can legit, even if you're losing or you're behind, kills don't matter. It's just towers, and a lot of people in my elo are not very good at macro anyways, right? So
yeah. But for example, if we're talking about the difference between fleet and bone or a second wind and bone plating, are you familiar with the difference in the runes, like what they provide?
So, bone plating mostly. I'm going to take that if people can all in me, right?
Yes.
Right.
If they have burst damage, generally speaking, this is good to melee champions. Examples are like a Jax, other like a Riven. Basically, champions that trade in patterns, and this is just whenever they have poke. So, for example, if I play against Aatrox, second wind is still better than bone plating very often because he's more so playing poke oriented.
Is like 1, then 2. Then, yeah. Whereas like Renekton can just.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. And Fleet gives you sustain, and then PTA gives you more pressure. But realistically, against the Teemo, you should never be able to proc PTA, and so Fleet is better by default.
Right. Yeah. That helped a lot, by the way.
Yeah, perfect. What else did I want to mention? I think there was one more thing that was on my mind. Yeah. If you were to describe yourself as a player, what would you say are your strengths, and what would you say are like weaknesses, or the thing you struggle with the most?
I'm really good looking. I think this helps a lot, and I pick good skins.
Yes.
I would say, well, it's interesting because, so I mean, like League of Legends and streaming League of Legends, half the time is about the story, but a lot of times I just really like it when I play well, like win or lose. You know what I mean? Because everybody's like, "What's your rank? What's your rank?" But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Like, did you play the game well? Do you ever golf or anything like that?
No, man, I don't go outside. I just.
Oh, you don't go outside? Okay, all right. I went on a 60K bike ride last weekend. I'm going on a 120K this weekend. So, but when you play golf is like a game that's easy to learn but very difficult to master. League of Legends is exactly like that. It's kind of easy to get the general idea, but it's very difficult to master. That's why you're a challenger. I'm not.
If anybody flames my wall up, I'm permabanning you.
But
yeah, there's a lot of details on League of Legends.
Oh, there is. Yeah. And
details.
like the more you play, the more things become second nature as opposed to a conscious thought. But what I really like about League is when, suddenly you do something, you go, damn, that was good, or that was good CS, or I played well. Like playing just not for the rank, not for any of that kind of stuff, but just to play for the beauty of the game. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I focus on rank and all that stuff, I start not having a good time.
I mean, that makes sense. You're one of the few players probably in existence that play League for fun, but that's good.
People get mad, by the way. People get mad.
Oh, but that's good. You have a very healthy relationship with the game, so that is amazing.
There's one last important thing that we should know.
Okay.
You do know that I play with a trackball, right?
What?
Can you see that?
Wait. What are you referring to?
In my hand right now. Can you see that? This is what I play with.
What is that?
This is a trackball.
A trackball? What does that do? So
this is how you move the cursor. Left click, right click, and zoom in, zoom out. Yeah.
Oh, I think that's probably why the last hitting is at 6 CS per minute right now. I think that's where we can have biggest improvements. What is that? I don't know, but
dude, I've won lots of PUBG championships, H1Z, all sorts of stuff with that mouse. And then look at my wrist; they work.
Okay, bro, this is just such a curveball. There's a giant tumor on your mouse. How do you play League of Legends with that? wait, repeat. Your cursor moves with your thumb, and what does your right click do?
So, right click is right click. It's just like, so listen, way back in the day, you see this ball thing here, right?
Yes.
That used to be in the bottom of the mouse, and that's how you used mice. You moved them around, and somebody moved it up here, and that was called a trackball. So there used to be one like this, and that's what I used to use. For this one, I'm using the thumb one, so I had to adjust a little bit to get used to the thumb one. But you just this just moves the cursor. So instead of dragging your mouse, you just
okay. I understand.
And buttons are buttons. Yeah.
But is the input accurate?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's it's funny because when I played H1Z1 and first person shooters, I would change the DPI so I could basically bang do a 180. It was a little harder to snipe because trying to keep your thumb dead on, you know what I mean? It's not quite the same, right? But
I'm shocked. Is that new technology, or is that prehistoric technology?
This is prehistoric technology. It's been around a long time.
Okay.
Before everybody started using their little laser mice.
Yeah. Now we have wireless mouse, right?
This is wireless. This is wireless.
Oh, it is wireless. There we go.
Yeah. So
Okay, well, I respect it. I respect it. I would never be able to.
It's just a different input. That's all. There was a guy that ended up using. There was a challenger in a tournament that ended up using one of these and stomp people. So.
Really?
Yeah. So it's really good at certain things, but what it's not really good at is doing macros and that kind of stuff. Like if you want to hotkey stuff and things like that. Yeah, buttons are buttons.
Okay. Well, I'm shocked. But that's good. Do you feel like it hinders you or it like helps you? I guess. I mean, it helps you. I should get a different mouse.
Dude, I'm just used to it. So.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, does your mouse hinder you, sir? Because you can't use it.
No, well, for me, I'm very, I would say, OCD type with setups. I've had the same mouse, the Razer Death Adder, for the past 9 years, and I can't really change it. If I change it, it's like I can't. It's very hard for me. Although I would say that I've had wrist injuries in the past, so I guess you don't have to worry about that.
No, actually, the only time my wrist bugs me now is with the new Xbox controllers because they're smaller than they used to be, right? So, and by the way, just as a point of interest, I do vape. I quit vaping, but again, I had mentioned some family health issues, so I started vaping. So it's on the list to go right now. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
That's okay.
Anyway,
so.
Okay, so summary of your strengths and weaknesses. Your mouse is prehistoric and has a tumor, and what else did we talk about?
I've been working on auto attacking and poking. I don't do that a lot. You know what I mean? And I forget to poke people down. I think remembering to play my game. You know what I mean? Like because like people ping you and all that stuff like that. And it's like no, that's not good for me. You know what I mean? So I will get sucked into the sorry, I'm a little tired today. The nonstop, like I'm starting to get frustrated. Normally I don't get frustrated, and I'll be pinging people like, you know what happened? Like we're playing, and like say you're behind, and then people go into like hero mode, or they keep picking like their answer to losing a team fight is not to pick another losing team fight, and or I will do some bad. I'm really trying to, like, some days I have a good day when I'm rotating well and pushing my wave, but I think lately I have been managing my waves as well as I used to. I'm not auto attacking, and my CS has dropped. So that would be my biggest issues, and that's me, because I'm like, I gotta rank up, otherwise everybody like, oh, how come you're only bronze or whatever, you know what I mean? So I'm trying
okay, I see that. I wouldn't have that mentality, but I see your point of view. I think the most important thing as well is just, like you said, just put everything on yourself and see what you can improve at, because ultimately, nothing else is in your control, right? You're like your teammates' emotions, your teammates' play. You can only control yourself. So that's good.
and your emotions too as well, right? So.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have a pretty clear overview. Do you have a preference of which vote you'd like to start with? I will say, though, that this... which one is it? Urgot against Darius, hard carry vote view. I've opened the same one, so we'll start with this one. The only thing I will say, it's a tiny bit suboptimal that I don't have your POV. In the sense that right now I see like, as in like, how would I say it? Like actual your POV, like you're playing the game live. I can see your gold, I can see where you're pressing tab, I can see where you're moving your camera, all that stuff.
Oh, you wanted a live game like from my stream?
Yes, preferably.
Oh, I just recorded 2 games randomly. I mean, if you want, we can go back and I can just go find like a VOD and you can go through those. Like,
yeah, I think that's probably better.
I thought this way, dude. I spent like 2 hours recording all this stuff.
I am sorry, but what I mean, I said VOD with your POV. That's what I meant with POV. Next time I'll be more clear. We can try it like this. We'll start it like this. We'll do the first VOD. We'll do it like this, and then we can search a VOD later with like from your stream.
Yeah, the reason I didn't want to do that was because then I'm yelling and screaming and ranting and raving.
No, it's okay. I'll just mute you. That's all good.
Okay, all right, okay.
The issue is.
I can go find okay, all right. Sorry, I didn't get that. I thought you just wanted me to focus it on my that's why I went back and played the VOD back instead of the stream.
It's all good. I think I have a better idea. I think what we do is we'll review this game and we'll go in depth over the laning phase and perhaps some other things. And then what we can do instead is go for the live game. I think that might be a very good as well.
I think that's
to just get a better feeling.
I think that's much more exciting. I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, lovely. So, if I were to describe Urgot as a champion, I would say he is top 5 early game champions in the game. Maybe even top 3. There are very few champions that can match Urgot's early game strength because his passive gives him extra damage. His E has very high base damage. And you go PTA, so you have a rune that grants you more damage too. So So Urgold is a champion that from the get-go, you want to play extremely aggressive in most of your matchups, and even into ranged matchups too. And my general philosophy with playing top lane, and you can tell me if you think back to some of your recent games, is that your first 4 waves in top lane very often will decide kind of how the rest of your laning phase is going to look
Whoa,
like.
can you say that again? Say that again.
So your first 4 waves in top lane, so the early laning phase,
Lois,
very
another
often
mark,
will
another
decide
piggy.
what the rest of your laning phase is going to look like.
Okay.
You agree with that? You disagree with that? Think back to some of your recent games.
Well, I mean, everything flows from one thing. I mean, if I'm down CS, if I'm crushed, if I'm not, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the first 4 waves, is that which one's the cannon wave out of the first 4 waves?
That's the 3rd wave.
Yeah, okay, 3rd wave. I've been trying to figure out how to. I could just never do you know how you can sort of push the 3rd wave and walk back for free. I've not been able to do that for a long time.
You're referring to the cheater recall.
Yeah, cheater. I'd love to be able to do that, but I suck at it. So
okay, well, we can talk about that, but ultimately,
you tell me why. You tell me why. Because York doesn't care, but with Urgot, I do agree. I tend to play aggressive out of the hop. And there's only a couple of people I can't 1v1, you know, like Set and Darius and stuff like that off the hop.
Yeah, Set, Darius, and perhaps Trundle. Even Trundle you could probably beat. Okay. And so with that in mind, especially when you're Urgot, I kind of want to have a level 1 plan or like a system when going into the game. So the things I take a look at is I take a look at the 1v1 isolated matchup. So we're playing into Darius, right? You're playing with Flash TP, and he's playing with Flash Ghost. Regarding his rune setups, I know he has Conqueror, and I don't know if he's either Resolve or Sorcery. I'm not able to see that right now. And then the second thing I want to look at, so we look at the matchup, we take a look at his summoners, we take a look at his runes, and then lastly we take a look at his starting item the second he walks into lane. For example, if Darius plays with a Doran's Blade, he's more aggressive than if he plays with a Doran's Shield, right? There's a clear difference.
Right, yeah. So actually it's interesting because if you were actually watching, like if I had done this properly and you had the VOD from my stream, the first 10 minutes is me not arguing, but telling my stream, look, the best way to fight Darius is don't fight him.
Wait,
right?
Do you have this VOD on your stream? This exact VOD?
Well, I mean, it would just be my last stream, right?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, if you have that, then I'd rather have your stream VOD. If you have it ready, I'd much rather use that.
If you give me a second, I'll go find it.
Sure.
But it's literally me talking to stream going. So I was trying to work on this series. Hang on, sorry. Here we go. Channel. Oh, look, there's me. I was working on this series, Know Your Enemy. You know what I mean? So what I was doing was, okay, I gotta find my videos. There we go. GamerDad here. I'm gonna. Damn it! Can we start here? Because I don't know which. Okay, that wasn't videos. Wasn't this game? I would have to hunt and peck for this, so I can't remember which one.
Oh, okay. So we'd rather use this.
Well, especially not while you're streaming, buddy. I don't want to waste your time.
Okay, no worries at all.
But anyway, so I played Darius, and what I learned was the easiest way to beat Darius is don't fight him until he gets mad, because there's a lot of really pushy top laners, right? And if you're patient with them, they lose their minds.
Okay. Yeah, but so you're saying the best way to play is hope your opponent makes a mistake.
Well, go to them and do it. No, I mean, like, yeah, take advantage of their mistakes. But I mean, me just throwing myself at Darius every time isn't going to solve my problem. But if he gets pushy, he pushes the wave, and I aim into my tower, his day is over. Right?
Absolutely. But then again, we're kind of so. Whilst I agree, this is a very suboptimal mindset to have, because you're kind of playing off of hoping your opponent makes a mistake. But ultimately, the higher you're going to climb, it's just not going to work in a similar fashion for you.
Okay, but this is also very champ specific, right? You know, I mean, Darius is a tough one for me to fight early on. So that guy I play a little differently than I do other people. Where usually I'm looking to hit level 2 and then flash E or E flash somebody, right?
Yeah, are you fine with me using the VOD like this?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I just don't know if that VOD is the Darius game is in that VOD.
Yeah, this should be the exact VOD we're talking about.
Okay, cool. I'm good with that. Oh, and look, you can see the trackball.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so yes, I see your thought process, but still, whilst I agree, I don't think so. The most important thing with League of Legends is being adaptive, and that's like a word I'll use a lot more. Being adaptive is by far the most important thing, and the only thing that I kind of want to talk about when loading into the game is two things. First of all, we check our opponent's runes, and we check his item start and his summoners, right? Those are the three things we check. And then the second thing I want to talk about is the jungle champions in the early game. So they have a Lilia this game, and we have a Warwick. I would say both junglers are not the best early game ganking junglers, but if you have a 2v2, I think it's somewhat favorable for us. Pre-level 6 and after level 6, it's a bit more skill oriented.
Okay, so you
because
just did something that I'm always impressed by, is you're looking at the enemy comp.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Okay.
yes,
I'm trying to figure out if I'm wearing the right skin, if
right.
you know which champ is it? Am I going to go PTA? Am I going to go? You know what I mean? I got to work on my CS. Like I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm like, oh, they have a lot of AD, or they have a lot of, you know what I mean? So
Okay, so that's a good point. These are like some things that we might have that more often, where I kind of just like have a presumption that you know something. So if there's more things like that, just call me out on it, because it's hard for me sometimes to know what information you have, what you don't have. But in a general sense, are you familiar with Lilia as a champion?
sorry, say again. Sorry, I'm watching you, and then so I also put. Is this the right VOD? I just sent you the VOD. One of my guys sent me. It's 36 minutes in for the dairy.
Yeah. This is the correct one.
Okay, cool. Anyway, sorry, I'm. You can tell me to be quiet at any time, so I don't. All right. Carry on. I'll be quiet.
Are you familiar with Lilia as a champion? Like what Lilia does?
Lilia? Yeah, she bounces around and annoys the hell out of me. That's what she does.
I see. Yeah, it is a very annoying champion to play against as Urgot, but like the general sense is Lilia is not the best farming, like ganking jungler in the early game. That's more so it. Like she doesn't have the best gank setup.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And so what I have as a sort of mentality thing is that I just want to see, if possible, where the enemy jungle is starting. I see you're careful about this, whilst I'm looking towards this. Look, your Syndra awarded enemy rep buff, so right now we're able to check where enemy jungle is starting his clear. Does that make sense?
Sorry, say again?
Okay, so this word is very good for us in the early game, because remember my saying...
Right. You get intelligence, right? Okay, yeah.
Yes,
right.
you get information onto where enemy jungle is pathing in the early game. And what's most important regarding that is, so we know how to approach our early game wave states. Okay.
Okay.
So right now, Lilia is starting bot side. What information does that give us?
I mean, she's probably going to gank me about 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, so, okay, that came out very fluent. Not necessarily. She's not necessarily going to gank you at 3 minutes.
But she's going to be in my hood. She's going to be in my hood. She'll be finishing her clear about that time. She'll be up top lane, right?
There you go. That's the information I want to hear.
Yeah,
so now
yeah.
you have the knowledge that enemy jungle is pathing towards you. And so the mentality with that is, regarding how you want to play out your early wave states, you have to keep in mind that if you're looking for priority, I would look for an early game crash so that you are not gankable by the Lilia. And the opposite is true as well, is if you're getting pushed in, that's fine. You don't have to be too worried about Lilia. And there's a third mindset to that, is if enemy jungle is pathing top to you, just to picture an example right now, right? So let's say Lilia is pathing from bot into top, right? And your jungler would start here and clear towards bot. So they're kind of reversing their clears.
Yeah, okay.
This would mean right now that you are weak-sided and enemy top laner is strong-sided. So when you're playing this scenario, right? Enemy jungle is coming into top lane, your jungler is going to bot side, you're kind of already very often playing trade avoidant, because let's say you and Darius are both 50% of their HP, you don't really get anything out of that because enemy jungler is top side and your jungler is bot side. Just as like a general thought process. And
I like this. That. Yeah, no, I like that weak side, strong side, because I've been trying to figure that out, because sometimes I push into the enemy strong side of a fight and I need to learn to push to the weak side where I'm going to be okay, or you know what I mean? So if that makes sense. But
yeah, more so when you're weak side, going even is good. So if you're weak-sided and you're farming even, you're doing your job, and you just hope that your team gets more from their perspective. From this game, very likely what's going to happen is Warwick starts here, paths towards top, and Lilia paths towards top, so we're playing in a neutral scenario. But the opposite can be true as well, right? It can also be that that your jungle is pathing towards top, and enemy jungle will go towards bot side. And then I would also switch my playstyle. I try to look for more aggressive trade opportunities and stuff like this, simply because your jungler will be coming towards the top side.
Oh, my jungler will.
In a scenario where that would happen, then you want to be
No,
playing
that's
more
okay, yeah,
trade
that's-
oriented.
Yeah, you're making me think about something else because a lot of times I'm tracking or trying to figure out where the enemy jungler is, but I should be thinking about where my jungler is going to end up. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, but kind of both, right? Because
Yeah, no,
basically-
yeah, no, that's yeah, okay.
yeah, the way I see it is both genres kind of decide how you're going to be playing in the early wave states. Okay,
Okay.
so we've opted for a Doran Shoot. Why is that?
Sorry, what? Say again?
You bought Doran Shield as your first item. Is there a
Oh,
specific
because
reason with that?
yeah, because Darius is a tough matchup for me. He makes me bleed, and I want to survive. And I'm gonna go get a call and a pair of boots, and I'm gonna come back and kill him. That's my plan.
Okay.
That's my
good.
plan. That's my plan.
Generally speaking, when you want to look for these wards, I feel like you're fine right now. But in a scenario where Darius is in this bush, I think you basically already lose your lane.
Yeah, I was terrified because that's always somebody was okay. I agree.
Yeah,
That's a very risky ward, right? So,
yeah, and you already knew where Lilia was at, so this ward kind of does nothing for you.
all right.
So yeah, against let's say you're playing as like a Nasus level 1, go for this ward, right? Because you want to play
Yeah.
aggressive anyways. But in this matchup in specific, he wins the extended fight.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put your stream on full screen so I'm not reading your chat.
I see. Okay, so here, for
There we
example,
go. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Okay.
Darius has selected W as a starting.
How do you know that?
We just see him use it.
Oh, okay.
Like he used W there on the last hit, right? You see that was like empowered auto attack. You see the animation is different.
So W is his hook?
No, that's E is his hook. You see his W is here right
Spin?
now. You see this auto attack is different. You see
Oh, this
there where he like
spin?
spins,
Yeah. Okay.
and here is a normal auto attack. He doesn't spin. It's just like that. You see? So that was his W.
So can I go all the way back to what you said, the fundamentals? Like, and I've heard you say it many times, and I very much agree with this, is a limited champ pool. Because people are like, oh, why don't you play this guy? It's like, are you crazy? Then I got to learn 10 other champs, 15 other matchups. And on top of that, I'm trying to learn my champ. And I'm not learning the game. Because in season 11, I tried a couple champs and I settled on Urgot. And I OTP'd Urgot until like last season when I started playing Yorick so I could learn the game better. You know what I mean? And not worrying about my champ. And then trying to learn, like, all these abilities on him. I'm like, I'm not sure what he's got. So.
Okay. Well, there's a good side to that, but of course there's a downside too. I think 2 ways to approach that. You could try like play every champion like once, maybe in custom, or like the champions that you have no idea how to play against. You just play them 1 or 2 games, so you kind of.
I've done that. I've done that with Alois. I was doing some videos on champs especially champs I'm having a hard time against, to try and get an idea with their vibe, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Okay.
I just think it's excellent. Like you have, you're like, oh, Darius, it's Tuesday. He's wearing red socks, and like you understand what's going on. I'm just like, it's Darius. I'm gonna try not to die.
Yeah, but so, whilst I understand that, ultimately you've got to switch from that mindset, right? Because so theory, and execution is always going to be different. And what I mean with that is you can play against the Darius that is going to play very aggressive, or you can also play against the Darius that has no idea what he's doing and he's going to be playing very passive.
Yeah,
So
agreed. That's a vibe every game. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, so the thought process behind that is just learning to be more adaptive to how your opponent is playing. Okay, so here I have no idea what starting item the Darius has, but he uses W here on the minion wave. So here, for example, I'd be pretty incentivized to look for a small E here. Like if he walks up, because he's trading in your minions right here. There's a new minion wave coming, so I'd be pretty down to look for the trade here.
Oh, you know what? I'm being very scared because I'm usually getting bleeded out, right? So.
Yeah, but so I feel like you have PTSD from some scenario that has happened before, and so you're scared of doing any moves, and you're like the champion Darius terrifies you.
Well, he's annoying, and I'm just trying to play. So I have a question for you. Have you ever heard the phrase "you are what you eat"?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that certain people play certain champs or they become those champs? Like Sets are hyper aggressive, Darius's are very aggressive. So I kind of count on the fact that they're going to play that way. So I play a little more passively, and again, hoping for mistakes. But so.
But you see the like the faults in that in that thinking. Even if you think about that logically, that goes against like everything that we've said thus far.
I understand that. I understand.
Okay. Yeah, because if you play like that, you're first of all, with that mentality, you're not playing to win, but you're playing to not lose.
Yeah, I've heard that argument before too. Yeah, yeah. And I'm not trying to be adversarial here or anything like that. By the way, no. And again, I don't know his vibe. Like I remember somebody telling me, like every time you go into a match, assume it's Faker until he proves that he's not, right? And then take advantage of him. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get your point, but the thing is, I feel like you are judging scenarios based on past experiences instead of looking at things logically from a new game.
No, that's a very valid statement. Again, I'm an old guy. I like old sayings. Generals are always fighting their last war. You know what I mean? So, you know, if I just had a bad couple of matchups with Darius, I'm going to go into it kind of really cautious, right? So
okay, but that's fine. But
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Okay,
yeah. No, I'm not saying it's a good thing, right? So, but it's just kind of human nature,
I feel like
right?
you're gonna throw 5 more sayings at me to kind of, yeah.
I'm an old guy. You get to do old sayings. I mean, that's part of the rules, young man. So
okay. So
here you would E him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Was because even if he wants to bleed you, he has to hit you 5 times to proc the bleed.
No, I did not know that. I thought he just gets to bleed and kill me whenever he wants.
Oh, okay. So maybe here's where the issue lies. I'll go into a quick custom 2 and I'll show you exactly how Darius works, because then you have a much better picture.
It's okay.
Right
Let's
now,
keep going on this. I actually, like I said, I played a couple of games with Darius, and what I realized is I'm not good with Darius, and I got a better idea for his vibe, and I started playing better against Darius's, right? So
yeah, but you have no idea how his passive works right now.
I can't. I suck at triggering his passive, and so the same way
yeah,
no, I don't. No, I'll shut up. I'm sorry. I'm
gonna show you. I am gonna show you.
I'm tired.
I'm gonna show you how it works.
Cassie.
It's okay. I'm gonna show you how his passive works, because right now, so he needs to proc 5 auto attacks and or abilities onto you in order to proc his passive, and that's where all his damage comes from.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna showcase that, so then you have a better image, like a better perspective. So read this with me. I'll just do this, and we'll teleport here.
Thanks for being very patient, buddy.
No worries at all.
This is great.
It's like this, because my League of Legends client is kind of lagging when I have it like this. Okay, should be working. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
So if I read my passive here, Darius attacks and his damaging abilities, so not his hook actually, will cause the target to bleed, and he needs to stack it up to 5 times. If he stacks it up 5 times at level 1, he gets 30 extra attack damage. And that's a lot, because that's basically 3 longswords, just to put it in like a different perspective.
Okay, that's good.
So if he like auto W's you see that doesn't really do that much damage. And as you can see, that only procs 2 bleeds and then goes away again. Because there's also a duration of the bleed. You see here? And every time he auto attacks you again, it resets the bleed. As long as this keeps triggering. But if I let it go out and hit him again, it resets to 1. You see?
Yeah. Okay, so this is why you don't want extended fights with Darius, though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you hit 5 stacks, so for example, Alt WQ, that's 3 stacks, and then 2 more auto attacks, he procs his passive, you see the thing, and now all my auto attacks will do an insane amount of damage. And that's the whole scary part about Darius.
Okay. All right.
So if we go back to the example we have here, drawing it back. Oh, wait. This one.
Amanda. Sorry. Saying hi.
What is it all? Where was it? No, it was like here, right? See, do you reckon Darius can proc his passive somehow 5 times, being level 1, doesn't have his Q, when you're also relatively close to your turret?
My assumption is yes.
Oh, my answer is no.
Every time I turn around and I try and I get in, anyways. Okay, carry on.
Because you
Yo,
like...
men, been taking a summer break with
if
the
you hit
LOL
him here,
community.
you flip him
Glad
like a
to
little
be
bit
watching
here,
your stream
your
again.
minion wave is here, your minion wave is here, you're in a perfect scenario here.
Okay.
A lot of here, but okay. So right, we move on.
All right.
You're 2 out of 2 for lasts thus far, so in that regard, you've been doing amazing. Okay, so now you're comfortable with flipping him. What changed? What changed? He just looked at you different, he like annoyed you?
I'm waiting for my exact moment. I know what I'm waiting for. See, I'm just trying to see how there you go.
Yeah, so why did we go here?
I didn't like the wind, you know?
I see what you mean. Makes total sense. So 2 things to talk about here. Are you familiar with level up timers in the game? This is a
Timers that-
100%. And this is important.
Explain.
So there is a set amount of means that you need to kill, or a set amount of XP that you need to get in order to get your level up. So from level to level 1 to level 2,
Is
to
it
2
like
to
it's-
3, 3 to
So
4.
the first, I know that. I think it's the first minion on the second wave gets me level 2, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
However, there's also a different way to do it. For example, if you get the first 5 minions of the first wave, so the 3 minions and 2 casters, and then kill a melee minion from wave 2, so that would total to 6 minions, you can still get level 2 because melee minions give more XP than casters.
Okay, all right. Tanks pay more.
Yes. Now, knowing these level up timers is very important because for 2 reasons. You want to time your trade whenever you have a level up timer, because being a level up over your opponent is equivalent to about 600 gold worth of stats, because when you level up, you gain 100 HP instantly, you get an extra ability, you get some mana, armor,
Okay.
AD, all that stuff, right?
Right.
So knowing these level up timers is very important. I could write them down quickly for you if you want, so you just have them as like as like a memory. But basically, for level 2, it's first 6 minions plus let's say first wave plus 1 melee, or it's first 5 plus 1 melee. Right, level 3, it's first 2 waves plus 2 melee. I'll just write it down so you have the note.
Okay. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. Yeah,
first
because I'll forget in 2 minutes. Okay, cool.
And level 4 is first 3 waves, 3 melee and 1 caster. Now I write this down because this is one of the few things that are 100% every game, right? You don't have a lot of give like 100%, but this is one of them. And so here, I like this trade opportunity a lot more. And that is also because Darius is not remotely close to getting his level 2, because he'd need to kill basically 2 casters and this melee in order to get his level 2. You see what I mean? On the next one.
Okay. All right.
So you're both level 1 here. However, on this trade example, what I'm looking at, and what makes me pretty scared, is that he has killed all 6 minions right now on the first wave, and all he needs is 1 melee, and he would be level 2, and you would hard lose his trade.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, though, I usually lose. Like I usually lose to Darius level 1. He's not somebody I want to fight level 1, right?
Okay, so why did we eat in here? I'm just trying to understand the thought process.
Oh, buddy, I don't know.
Okay, fine. That's fair. It's just for me, you see, my thought process is I don't like the wind or the way Darius looks at me, or just like a certain emotion.
I'm just joking around there. Let's be
No,
clear.
I know.
I'm just joking around.
I know. I'm not. I'm being sarcastic too.
I'm trying to survive the matchup. I told you this one I'm trying to play very cautiously
Hello,
with
guys,
him
I'm
until
Alois.
I can
Today
pick
we're
my
gonna
moment
do a
and kill
coaching
him.
in the top lane.
Right? So, and you like, dude, you're a challenger. You're seeing a lot lower level activity in this fight than I am. 100%,
I understand.
100%. Right? So when you're asking why I didn't do this or didn't do that, I'm not really sure in the moment. You know what I mean? So I am not being as analytical as you are. Absolutely. You know, I'm just kind of vibing, right? So
No, I understand. I respect that. But the thing is, I do want to try and get towards a point where we're making decisions based on logic instead of just doing things on the fly. That's kind of what I'm.
No. That's really
towards.
good. That being methodical is excellent, and I like that. I like that idea. Right. So okay.
So I was more so making a joke, but for me here, the odds. So the reason I like this trade is because multiple things are being met, and one of those things that is most important is that if Darius trades with you right here, he's fighting in your mean wave, right? So
Right,
that is
yeah,
one thing that's positive for you. A second reason is that he is no way close to getting towards his level 2. So those are 2 conditions that are good for us here. Just to like get that as like a thought process here.
Okay.
Right? And so here, I'm more interested in getting a trade or getting a small trade. But then do you also see as to why here I'm less incentivized to trade? Because now he's very close towards getting his level 2.
He's coming up on his timer. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. And so that's why I'm more scared here to look for a trade to begin with. And also, a second thing here that I forgot to mention, but this goes back to understanding Darius' passive, is that here it's harder for him to proc his passive, right? If we're fighting, let's say, here in the lane right now, but in the other example where we're fighting here. And so here he has a much bigger opportunity to get more auto attacks into proc his passive.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going on it very in depth, but it's more so just, you know, I go in depth on the early laning phase because, again, this is the most important part of the game.
Okay.
All right, so we get the first trade here. I think he gets his level 2 because one minion ends up dying. I'm not sure which minion ends up dying, but he gets his level 2 as a result of that. And so here, if he would have selected his E, for example, I think you're actually dead.
Right.
Because his E would be the hook. He hooks you back. You either have to flash or you'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I love GamerDad.
Okay, he selected Q. And he crashed the wave into the turn. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, thus far your setting has been quite alright. I think you're 9 or 8 out of 12, so that's pretty quite alright. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, do you remember the timers of your level ups?
Well, I remember what you just said. I remember the first one is like the first wave plus a melee. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the level 3 timer?
It was 2 waves plus 2.
There you go. So now that you know that, you can actively play towards it. So you're gonna let this minion die. You see, he just killed 1 melee. So I'm kind of, and now this is gonna require practice, right? This is harder. So what you can first do right now in your next games is just hard focus on your own level up timers. I've practiced this enough, so I'm able to track both. For example, I just saw Darius kill 1 melee here, and you kill 1 melee. But whoever kills the next melee faster gets an opportunity to get a good trade opportunity. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So if you kill this melee right here faster than he gets to kill either of these melee, you get your level 3 and you get a good trade opportunity.
Okay.
So that's how I want to start thinking. Right? So that gives us... So here... You could have postured more aggressive on this last hit. And that's consciously by knowing you would hit your level up timer. Again, level ups is giving you a massive advantage. You get an extra ability, you get around 600 gold worth of stats. You have most of your cooldowns as well. So if we would have postured, so right now we're standing here, right? But if you were aware that this minion is going to give you level 3 and we'd stand here instead, you could maybe punish him.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, you know, I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna ban somebody from my chat. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
See you, buddy.
Somebody being toxic?
So let's have a quick conversation.
Sure.
So it's very interesting. Is people you know, will come into your, like you stream, right? So people come in, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you doing that? So playing a game and streaming a game are two different things. Playing a game, streaming a game, and being coached is a completely different thing again. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just going to tell you, like I had somebody recently try and coach me on something, and I'm enjoying what you're doing. 100% I'm enjoying what you're doing. But I had this other person try to coach me, and the only thing they talked about was like the 40 things I did wrong. You know what I mean? And I teach, right? So you can't just tell people what they're doing wrong, especially if they're at a low level. That doesn't really inspire them. Does that make sense? You're not doing that. And again, the counting, I gotta have to like put a little note on my computer to say count minions, because that's excellent to have that as an automatic thing, knowing, oh, it's this many minions, I know what's happening. You know what I mean? And that's something I would have to honestly practice on a regular basis.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the gist here. Do you feel like, I'm being negative towards you right now, or just to like get the
No, you're fine. But okay. I have people coming in my chat going, "Hey, you're not listening to them," and I am. So
yeah. Well, yeah. I'll say as well, if people are coming from my chat to your chat to say that, I'll ban them here too. Ultimately,
that's okay. I just banned them, and I'm really tired. Right. I'm a little more self-conscious today than I normally would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm listening to what you're saying. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to make sure that I'm not putting you, I don't know, or making you feel uncomfortable. But my coaching style in general is I will point out the things you're doing well, but generally speaking, if I want you to improve, I'm going to highlight the.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. And
yeah.
I, what I am always impressed, honestly, what I'm always impressed at is watching or listening to somebody that plays as well as you do. The things like the level of detail and things that you see with like clarity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like absolute clarity. And you're like, okay, this is happening. This is what's going on. I'm gonna hit this minion. Then I'm gonna go do like that. I'm always totally in awe and impressed of that. Will I ever be that? Probably not. but I love that, and the fact that you're seeing that at that level, I just think that's amazing, personally.
Yeah. So what my goal is from this coaching session together with you is to try and give you tools, or let's say habits that you can ingrain.
No, that's great. Yeah.
Permanently, right?
Good habits make good games. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, for example, those level up timers, they are consistent every game. But that is also why I stood for a bit longer on the Darius subject, because I don't want you to ever go into the game with the mentality that I'm playing not to lose instead of playing to win. I want you to have the mentality to play to win. And how do you get that confidence? That's by having these habits that are basically giving you the opportunity to be more consistent. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
And that's a good lesson. Yeah.
Okay. So, right now, I'm gonna talk about two more things. Okay, so
okay.
Here, two things to help you track junglers as well. But again, this is gonna go into like in-depth stuff that is sometimes harder to track. Like League of Legends is a game of details, so many things happening at once. But it can be important to talk about. So, do you remember where Lilia started her clear? It was on the rep buff, right?
She started. She started a run on bot, right?
Yeah, on rep buff. But we see her
yeah.
on blue buff already now with your ward actually. Do you know how much farm every jungle camp gives in the game?
No. Not rough. Not in reality. No, I don't. I don't have that memorized now.
That's fine. Every jungle camp in the game, so be it Krugs, be it a red buff, be it Scuttle, even Dragons and Heralds, they all give 4 CS each for farm. So
really?
So if we want to get better at tracking junglers, it's actually kind of just math adding up. So, for example, if we see Lilia here with a red buff on her blue buff, and she has 12 CS, it's very likely to assume that she's done these 3 camps. Because this would be 4, this is 4, this is 4, and then she has a red buff, meaning she's probably done her 3 bot side camps, right?
Okay.
So if we want to track junglers more consistently as a habit, the 2 methods that I use for that is, first thing is the ward that we talked about.
Watching your coach sessions is always really helpful.
Just because
Thank
we then
you for
have
your
a better
patience and the way you
overview of where
explain
enemy
game
jungle is
stuff during
starting,
them less than
right?
3.
Okay.
And then the second step to that is pressing tab whenever we see a jungler on the map, because that is going to give us a more general
Alois,
idea of how many
playing LOL
camps.
to focus on my
Oh,
IRL
sorry,
goals.
I have to turn off some
But
notifications.
you helped me a
No,
ton.
it's okay. It's
Got
okay.
GM
It's
last
all
year
right.
because of your
It's
tips.
also a positive message. That's
Thank
okay.
you so much.
Yes, no, the positivity is amazing, but I can't focus on 2 things at once. Like my brain cannot multitask. Guys, thank you so much for your generosity. I'm sorry, I'll get to. I'm coming to you guys in a second. Thank you guys so much for your generosity, bros, and thank you for the year of subscription. I'm sorry to put it like that, like I'm ungrateful, but I just can't switch. I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys a lot. Okay, so to reiterate that, basically the 2 habits to have a better idea of how enemy jungle is pathing is by knowing his starting position, and then by counting their CS, if that makes sense. So every time I see a jungle on the map, the habit that I've taught myself is just to press tab and see how much farm they have. And see, in this example, I think that Lilia has 4 CS right now and a red buff. Meaning she's just done her red buff. But for example, if you would press tab right now and you'd see 8 CS, you know she's done 1 other camp, so that would be either Raptors or Woos. And then by process of elimination, you can also kind of predict where enemy jungle is gonna go next. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm not sure I'd ever be that good to count the jungler CS.
No, I understand, because
I'm amazed that you're doing that, you know, so like how do you do that when I'm just trying not to get killed by Darius there and waiting for my moment?
Yeah, exactly. So
You know,
I know
like-
this is gonna go way more than that, but you can kind of keep it in the back of your mind. But we're gonna pass over it. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to you. Okay. So the first habit we're just gonna ingrain. are those
I know,
level up
Dora,
timers.
Yeah. See, I love that. So. By the way, I really appreciate doing this because every time anybody that is kind enough to do this for the old guy that's learning League, my stream always learns as well, and I just learned so much. So then I've got to I'm gonna rewatch this VOD like 4 times so I can go, okay, what did he say to do? Okay, I'm gonna go practice that now. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's great to hear. So to get back onto this, first step for you is to memorize your level up timers for yourself. Then once you've got that down, you're gonna start also paying attention to your opponent's level up timers, because if you're confident when you're gonna hit your level up timers, you're gonna be able to predict play trades more aggressively based on those timers, right? But similarly, if you know when your opponent's gonna level up, you also know how to avoid certain trades more actively too, such as like the level 1 trade that we did, where he was very close to getting level 2, and we looked
Right.
for the aggressive trade.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So perfect. Here, I believe you flip him in the turret because we saw that go by quickly. So here you get that scenario where you're looking for.
Right.
So this is good, and he's able to flash away. And so now something very interesting happens. So Darius is below half HP, and he's playing with Flash Ghost, right?
Right.
And so this is a very crucial moment into the game. And I'm going to talk about new concept, reset timers, right?
Okay.
Reset timers is basically whenever you want to recall. Now, if you would think for yourself, what do you think are, generally speaking, the best timers to recall in League of Legends?
Oh, you mean like when to back?
Yes, when should you recall? Like, when is the most efficient for you to recall?
Oh, when I'm crashing a wave.
There you go. Why? Because the wave is pushing back into you, and you're not forced to, and you're not losing as many resources, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, if we're looking at the wave state right now, what we're looking at here, what's happening with the wave?
It's pretty close to even. It's a little weighted on my side, but
Yeah, it's weighted on your side. So, what that
and
means...
my cannon is up, so that's also makes that a better wave, right?
Yes, you have... I would say in this position, actually, that your wave is hard pushing towards your opponent. So, multiple factors for that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. First things first, when you say your wave is more catered on your side, that's true. We don't have to go super in depth on it, but the only thing that really means is that the pathing that the minions have to take is that your next minion wave is arriving faster than his minion wave is arriving to his wave, because you see this distance is much larger, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I see. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, right. Because his wave's got to get to his tower plus cover the ground to my wave.
Exactly. So
Okay,
the wave,
right,
by
right.
default, right now in these scenarios, if minions were equal, would be pushing towards the Darius nonetheless. But now
Okay.
in this instance, you also have the bigger minion wave. So
Okay.
therefore, it's hard pushing to the Darius.
Okay.
Now, another benefit that we have in this position is that you're going to hit your level 4 faster than the Darius is. Because you only need 3 melees and a caster, whereas Darius needs to kill, well, let's calculate, he needs to kill all of these minions to hit his level 4.
Oh, really?
Yes, because he needs the first 3 waves, 3 melees, and a caster. So you see here, you've already gotten rid of the entire third wave, so you only need 4 minions to hit your level 4. So that's why on bounce timers, you will, generally speaking, always get your level ups faster, giving you trade opportunities.
So should I be leaving or staying right now?
Oh, I would 100% be staying for multiple reasons.
Like I want to flash EM soon, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Okay.
But so now we talked about your perspective, but I also want to talk about Darius' perspective, because we can learn from both perspectives, right?
Right.
See, Darius is in a world of trouble right now.
He's low health. I can actually fight him when his health is that low, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
You're able to one-shot him with if you light your E. And he has no flash, so you should be able to always guarantee it. Almost,
Okay.
right? But there's another giant issue that the Darius is facing. Because we talked about it earlier, generally speaking, you want to reset whenever the wave is coming towards you, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That condition is met right now for the Darius, as we can see. The wave is coming towards him. So now would realistically be the only time for Darius to set up a reset in general. And the reason for that is, let's say neither of you are going to fight, but you would just push in this wave and crash into his turret, right? Which realistically you should be able to do if he walks away.
Right.
What would happen with the wave state in the next, give or take, 2 waves? So you're going to hard push this wave and you're going to crash it into the turret. What happens after the wave crashed into Darius's turret?
I think that should probably even out, right?
Yeah, but then shouldn't it also start bouncing back into you? Because then, if the wave is here, you see his minions only have to take this pathing, and your minions are going to have to take this pathing, so it's going to be a reverse.
They're going to take a longer, it'll be longer for my guys, so it'll bounce back. to me.
Exactly. And if you're in Darius' shoes, is that good or bad for you?
That is bad for Darius.
Yes, because
then
if
I get to manage the wave in front of my tower again.
Yes, so if you
Ah,
remember how you were talking earlier about a cheater recall,
Right.
this would be a great example of an opportunity to do so. Because if you just hard push this wave right now and not even
right.
look for this Darius, crash the wave into his third, it's gonna bounce back into you again, right?
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and then Darius is basically forced to make a bad decision either way, basically losing 100% of the time. Because if you
Okay.
crash this wave and you recall and you teleport back, you're instantly back in the lane, right? You've spent your gold, your full HP, full mana, and you're able to contest the bounce. Whereas Darius, first of all, is gonna have to collect the wave under his turret, and then he has to make a choice. If he recalls, it's bad for him. Why? Because the wave is pushing towards you, so he's losing out.
Right.
As long as you make the wave keep pushing towards you. And then if he stays, you're back to full HP, you spend your gold, your items up, and he's half HP. So he's
dead.
forced to make a bad decision.
You just explained that better than like 92 other people have tried to explain that to me.
Well, that's a great compliment.
No, it is. But but again, I don't think I've even looked at it like that before. But basically, because I'm seeing like what I got about 7 or 8 people there. So my wave is gonna push. His people have to take longer to get to that fight. If I crash it, he's screwed, right? Because if he backs, he loses. If he stays, he loses, right?
Exactly. Regardless of his decision, he's going to be in a bad spot because he needs to set up a reset timer. But again, when do you want to reset in general?
So, well, can I ask a question though? Is it a good time for me to reset? Because I've only got about 350 gold. I'm generally looking to go back home around 750 gold to get a call and a pair of boots. So when is a good time to go home?
Oh, no, well, okay, we talked about, you answered that earlier.
I want to kill him right now is what I want to do.
No, you want to kill him, but
Yeah.
scratch the example right now. Because I asked you the question earlier, you answered it. Now you're throwing it back at me. You know the answer. When do you want to reset in general? When is the best time to reset?
After that, after I've either dealt with him or I'm crashing the wave. Because right now,
there you go, right?
It's not good for me. It's not good for me this way. Right?
So the golden rule of thumb is you want to reset whenever the wave is gonna push back towards you. And when is the wave pushing back towards you? When you've crashed the wave into his turret.
Okay.
But
Cool.
what's important to know about that as well is that the opposite is true, right? Because if you crash the wave into Darius' turret right now, he doesn't really get a reset opportunity.
Right.
Because right now, the wave is pushing towards the Darius, right?
Yeah.
So this would be his time to look for his reset. Because if he doesn't take it now, he's not going to get one until he's been able to crash the wave into your turret again.
Which he can't do right now, right? So
Because you're going to be too strong. So I want to
Okay.
see how this plays out. But that was all basically trying to visualize it. Now, talking about gold values on recall, again here, I would never go into the game and say, I'm going to recall at 750 gold when I get coal and boots. I would have it as a more, again, adaptive thing. So you're just playing here, for example, right? If I was in your shoes right here, and let's say Darius never walks up here. So we're just going to paint that picture. You're going to push in this wave. And I'll tell you that too. A normal mean wave grants you around, I would say, 110-ish gold. If you also factor in that the game is giving you gold whilst you're pushing. And cannon wave grants you around 200 gold. Something like this. Because it takes a little bit longer to farm.
Okay.
So with those gold values right now, if you was in this game and you would just push in this wave and look to set up your recall, you would just base, buy a coal, maybe a potion, and TP back. And you would not stay until you have 750 gold because you get a perfect cheater recall. So you see, it's learning to be adaptive and not sticking to that 750 gold. And if you'd recall on this gold right now, you could buy Boots Potion or you could buy a Longsword.
No, so I like so what I'm hearing though is that I've gotten a bad habit of thinking I'm always going home at 750 and not letting the situation dictate, and that means I'm not taking advantage of stuff because I'm a little too focused on that number.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And, yes, and that's leaving out. Yeah, that's why I said we'll probably hear that a lot more this session. It's the being adaptive, because with League of Legends, it's very hard to kind of go into a game and have like I want to do this.
It's not static. It's not.
Yeah, exactly. You always have to adapt to the scenarios that you're given, right? Every game is different, and that is also what I meant with theory is different to execution, because whilst you could say Teemo is a hard matchup for Urgot, if the
Right.
Teemo has no idea what he's doing, you could
Then it
still
doesn't
win
matter.
the matchup. Exactly, right? So it's
Okay.
yeah, you adapt to how your opponent plays. So here we definitely have kill pressure. I think you're looking for the E flash.
It's been half an hour. I haven't given you an old saying. Can I do it now?
Yeah.
No plan survives contact with the enemy. So, because they
Well,
don't do what
my-
you want. You know what I mean? They don't always do what you want. They do what they want to want, right? So,
Oh, okay. See, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. My brain couldn't
bye
even comprehend
bye.
that
Oh, I
setting.
said I missed my E there.
Yeah,
Oh, I was so
yeah,
sad
yeah.
there. I was so sad. But Warwick sees that I screwed up, but he's going to come hopefully and take advantage of it. So yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, I see what's okay. Cool. All right.
So what do you do with this wave right now?
Well, I'm going to still push it, but I'm going to try and cut him on a corner and see if I can help kill him. But so
Yeah, you have to hard push this wave. This is perfect.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna be able to set up a reset.
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
At least I was lucky Warwick saw what was going on, so that was nice of him. So
True, but even let's say even Warwick isn't here right now. You're still in a pretty good position in the sense that
I got to push, right?
Um,
Like I can't.
yeah, you have to push, and Darius is kind of stuck in the lane here.
Right. No, I like the and again I'm tired, so maybe the word's not coming out properly, but the like pushing so that the wave bounces, like doing things for a reason, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And when we look at this scenario, right? If we do it properly here, we don't have to kill the Darius to still get an advantageous position. We are in a position to get elite 100% of the time.
Okay.
Because either decision that Darius is going to make is going to be losing for him.
But I can only do that if I'm CSing better than him, right?
No, yes, but in this scenario, you're
managing
able
my
to
wave. I'm managing the wave.
yeah, exactly, by wave management here.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's super cool actually.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you get the wave to crash.
Now I'm gonna be able to wave management for the next 3. Okay, cool.
We're never staying for the turret here though, for multiple reasons. So first things first here, you get the wave to crash into his turret, and there is a difference between crashes too. So we could call it a clean crash, or we can call it an awkward crash. This is what I refer to as a clean crash, and I'm gonna teach you a new lesson here. You can kind of keep it in the back of your mind, but it's important to know. So right now, do you have any idea of when enemy minion wave is gonna arrive?
Well, yeah, because his wave is at the bottom tower, so this wave is gonna crash mostly into it, and it's gonna be maybe about 20 seconds, I think.
So you know that because you've looked here, right?
Yeah, well, I'm looking where my wave is.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
whenever you want to decide a crash, you basically you look at where your wave is at to dictate where enemy wave is at. Exactly. And so now all we want to do is crash this. It's gonna start bouncing back towards you again. And did you know that the turrets actually have a bulwark passive? So they're super tanky until minute 5.
Yes, I do, because me poking it doesn't do much good in the first couple minutes, right? So
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you staying here grants you nothing. In fact, it loses you out because the faster you recall here, the faster you're back in lane, the less gold you're losing out on as well.
Okay, all right.
Because in this scenario as well, realistically, you shouldn't even have to TP back to lane.
Even with the demolish, it doesn't. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it does nothing.
All right. Okay, cool.
So you staying in lane here shoots you in the foot. Now,
That
the
just cost me
only-
time. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and now you haven't gotten your reset in, because what we should have done alternatively here is get this wave in. Perfect. What's going to happen with the wave set right now after your wave crashed into his turret?
They're going to be hanging around his wave, now, his turret now, right?
Yes, and then what happens on the next wave?
Shoot, it'll bounce to me.
So is that good for you?
That's good for me.
So what should we do?
You get the hell home.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because the wave is pushing back towards you anyway, so there's no reason for us to stay.
Yeah, okay.
There
cool.
you go.
Yeah, nice.
So now you're able to have that thought pattern, and you're able to make more decisions like that. Because right now, what's happening with the wave right now? It's pushing back into you. That's when you want to reset. But now the reverse is going to happen as well. This is your timer to reset, similar to what the Darius had earlier, right?
Right.
But if we don't take this timer now, we're going to have a similar hard scenario that the Darius had. In the sense that if he crashes the wave into our turret, now what's going to happen?
Sorry, say again?
Okay, so right now, if you stay here and basically miss out on your reset timer, you're gonna get a similar scenario as to what the Darius had, right?
Right.
In the sense that he should slow push this wave.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna crash the wave with your turret, and then what's gonna happen?
Then I'm screwed. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so
cool.
right
Okay.
now,
Yeah.
you have to recall. Perfect.
Okay. Makes much more sense.
And I think the reason you're staying is because you were locked in. I need 750 gold on my reset.
Oh, I think you're absolutely right.
And you see that's blocking your other thought process, or like it's basically blocking your logical thinking. And that's kind of the pattern that I tried to break earlier too, when you were saying, well, I'm playing against Darius, so
Yeah,
I am
no,
going
no.
to be playing safe.
Super valid. Thanks.
Okay, so now the reset is still good. And yeah, see, he stayed to 750. It was definitely your idea here.
Yeah. Because I want to come
Okay.
back with a call and a pair of boots, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
really focused on that, right?
Yeah, but that is not a super important goal. Right? It's like I got a rate. Yo, thank you, Shenning. Help so much for the rate. We're currently coaching GamerDad. Guys, Shenning is arguably one of the best top players we have over in the US. So go check out his stream, especially for Shen content. And thank you so much. Hope you had an amazing day, brother. Sorry for the quick interruption. Okay.
Oh no, I'm fine, buddy.
One more
I'm
thing I
actually
want
absorbing. By the way, I'm also making notes.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I have another important note that I want to make, like another ingrained habit that I want to do.
Sure.
And that is whenever your opponent comes back into lane, the first thing you do, every single time, make this a habit, but also whenever you see a jungler on the map, or whenever you're going into the side lane later on in the game, or whenever you're going into a team fight, so it's an ingrained habit throughout the entire game, the first thing you do is press tab and check their items.
Okay.
And that is just so you can have a better, judgment of how strong they are. So Darius comes back into lane here, but if you don't, check what items. So okay, so I believe you clicked on him here to check. So you see he got boots and 4 potions.
Right.
So now you have a good understanding of how strong he is, right? But I want you to ingrain that as a habit permanently, so you always know, give or take, how strong people are on the map. So you also know if you should be fighting them or avoiding them, simply based on their items.
Yeah, legit. That's a weakness in my game.
Okay. So now you're coming back, and we're just collecting this. And so now we're pretty much on equal strength. You have a core extra over the Darius, but he still always has his passive to give him extra damage, right?
Okay. And he wants those potions because he's all about sustain, right? Like he wants to get into a sustained fight, right?
Yes, but at the 4 potions is hard overkill as well. It's just like
Good.
yeah, no, it's definitely he's definitely like he's scared. So his thought process is probably, well, Urgot is a poke champion. I'm currently losing a lot of HP, so I'm gonna stack up on a shit ton of potions to
Okay, cool.
But that's also a faulty thought process, because the other flip side to that is just don't get poked that much. Although it sounds kind of easy, but you don't have that much poke into him. So 4
Right.
potions is pure overkill.
And he clearly hasn't been coached by you, so
If
this is
anybody
good for us.
flames my wall, I'm coming. Yeah, exactly.
Alois
alright.
and business.
Yo, bro, thank you for the year, man. Okay, let's go. So, okay, so we're playing on the pounds here. Again, what is generally speaking going to be our, how do you say it?
Objective?
Yeah, objective is one word, but our advantage on bounces, at least if our XP is even, is you're gonna get your level up timer faster, right?
Right, I want that level 6, right?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Right. Can I do that? Because I'm about 3/4 of the way. Sorry, I'm about 3/4 of the way. And this is good for me down too, because he's about 80% health, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay.
10
So-
subs!
Yeah, it's
Young Lion,
the
Flint
bro,
Lion,
young lion.
GG,
Okay, you saw
buddy.
it too. Thank you so much.
Nicely done,
The
buddy.
goat.
That's
The goat.
That's very kind. People are so nice. No, dude. Like I have a job, right? Like, and somebody is nice enough to gift a couple of subs or even just sub to the channel. It tastes better. You know what I'm saying? It's like so
Guys,
kind.
well, I don't know if you saw. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it just before the stream. I mean, I don't want to. Yes, 100%. Anybody giving kindness, anybody just allowing us to do what I'm doing
it's
is
lovely.
amazing.
It's lovely.
But
Yeah.
I just had a what's it called? I just played a game, and this guy drops a donation and says, for every kill you get $50. So
What?
yeah, that was ridiculous. Unfortunately, they have after at minute 15. Well, unfortunately, maybe it was good. And he said, but he said if you have more than 2 deaths, you get nothing. And then I went 5-1, and he said double or nothing. But
Oh my
we're
God.
gonna go into coaching, so that was good.
That's awesome.
But I wouldn't have
That's
risked
awesome.
it. But he actually donated $250, which was
Really?
extreme. Yes, extreme.
that's
Just
phenomenal.
before the coaching. So
That's
props to
phenomenal.
that too.
That's phenomenal.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
Right, so
I've
Okay, go ahead.
yeah?
Sorry.
yeah, I have
No.
one other nice thing to share is actually I had just before I went to holidays to Spain, I talked to you about it. I had somebody in my chat that I think he subscribed and he said I've been I've quit smoking for the last 48 hours. He just mentioned that.
Right.
I was like, okay. So if you keep that up, you stop smoking for another 2 weeks. So when I'm back from my holidays, I'll give you a free coaching session if you keep it up. And,
And?
just after my holidays now, he said he still quit smoking. So I gave him the coaching, and he said, I'm not really trying to improve at League of Legends that much, so you can give it away to your viewers. So that was very awesome too. So actually, after this session with you, I'll give that coaching away too.
That's phenomenal. That's great. The internet's a cool place sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. My community is awesome.
No, that's good. That's great.
Okay, yeah, right now, one other thing to talk about as well. So right now, the thing that we've talked about a lot is reset timers, right?
Right.
And we've established better how wave states work regarding crashing waves, bounces, and reset timers.
Right.
Another rule of thumb that I want to add to that, I'm not going to add too many layers, but the golden rule, so to speak, is whenever the wave is pushing to your opponent, that is when you're going to be most vulnerable. Similarly, whenever the wave is pushing towards you, that's when you can look to be aggressive in a sense. Because right now, you're forced to walk up for last hits, right? Because the wave is pushing to your opponent.
Oh, my wave's pushing to him?
Yes, right now the wave is pushing towards him because, I mean, the wave is here. That means the minion wave is going to arrive a little bit faster, and you have a bigger minion wave. You see, you have like 6 casters here.
I was going to say, I can't even count. I think I'm up 1 in that mess, but yeah, okay.
You're up 2 actually, right? These two fellas. But the golden rule, so more so, is that whenever the wave is pushing to your opponent, what happens is you're forced to walk up for last hits or to choose a trade, right? Basically, you're more open to trades whenever you're pushing towards your opponent because you're forced to walk up for the last hits. So that's another layer that I want to add. And the other part to that is whenever the wave is pushing towards you. So in this example, you're never forced to walk up for last hits as the wave is just coming towards you anyway, so you're not vulnerable.
Okay.
Right, so that's important to just distinguish as well. So
All
here, you always have to be a little bit more cautious. For example, just put it in... Okay, no, we don't have the perspective yet. That's all good. Yeah, you're more so avoiding the trades. He tried to aggress onto you with his Q, but he also pushed the wave, so let's push him back into you.
Which is good for me, right?
I just saw you lose a cannon minion.
Run away.
That's fine. I'll filter it.
So now it's going to push to me, right?
Yeah, now the wave is pushing into it's pushing into you again.
And I just want that cannon. Otherwise, everybody goes -1 and I cry. So.
Exactly. I know what you're going through right now. Okay. So yeah, the wave's pushing into you again. Wait, are you watching my stream or the Discord screen share? Just so we're on the same page.
I'm watching the stream. So is it?
Okay, I think it's better if you watch Discord so you have it more live. Because I think on my stream I have 5 seconds delay. So I think you're watching a little bit later. Yeah. It's way better to watch through Discord.
Let me put this up here. Okay. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. Okay,
but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna
more time.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make it full screen. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go. All right. Cool.
Okay, because I was already noticing that I think sometimes you have a little bit of delay, so it's harder to explain the concepts.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, perfect.
Apologies.
No worries at all. Okay, perfect.
So
So
now
yeah,
okay.
my
all right.
thought process at these parts of the laning phase is just how do I set up my reset again? That's kind of what I'm thinking about, because as long as you're thinking about how you want to set up your resets, that kind of decides how you want to set up trades and those kind of things.
Right.
One more thing that I want to talk about here, and that might be important as well, is you're familiar with the honey fruits in the river, right?
Yeah, the juju fruits, yeah.
Yes. And are you familiar at what time are they spawn?
6 minutes.
There you go. So, what's very important to talk about as well, or just be consciously aware of, is that whenever you're 6 minutes in the game, so here, is whoever has priority in the laning phase obviously gets access to the plant.
Yeah, that's
Coaches
true.
for supports
Okay, yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Do something and help us XD.
Yeah, so
So
thank you for this up.
he has access now instead of
Yeah,
me, right? 'Cause I'm pinned.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
again,
okay.
here, let's say you would lose half your HP and he would lose half his HP. You would always lose because he can get to the plant first.
Right.
So just
Okay.
another thing to just highlight and think about. So what I hope to have achieved thus far in the coaching as well is that right now you get a better understanding of when you should be looking for trades in general, but also when you should be avoiding trades.
Right. Okay.
So trades are good.
I'm gonna try and absorb all that.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's gonna take a while for everything to click, but I can kind of summarize it as well. if you can follow me. So I'll try to summarize it, okay?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so when should we be looking to trade? Either at a level up timer where we can get an advantageous position if we hit level 2 over our opponent level 1, or level 3 to level 2, level 4 to level 3. Anytime you have a level up a timer over your opponent, that's where you're gonna have an edge. Another thing to talk about, of course, is if you have like a health edge or an item edge or a summoner edge.
Right.
And then in general with wave states is whenever you're pushing towards your opponent, you are more vulnerable in the sense that you're forced to walk up for last hits. And then whenever the wave is pushing towards you, you're never forced to walk up for last hits, so you can play more calm. I think that's the easy description that I want to keep it simplistic, to kind of give you a general overview. And so I just want you to start trading actively towards level up timers. I think that's the easiest way to approach it. And then another thing we talk about, right, is the level 6, so the minute 6 timer. So we just add that in there as well. And then the only thing that matters is whoever has priority can get access to the plant first, so you can trade with intention on those timers too.
I see, because then I can bounce back from that trade, no problem, right?
Exactly. So if you were the Darius right now and you trade, it would be very beneficial for you.
That'd be good for me. So can I just, so if I have more minions, right?
Yeah.
If I'm managing my wave better, that means I'm now pushing to him, right?
Yeah, that isn't necessary. I think managing your wave better, yes. Generally speaking, just I'll put it in a more general rule, is whenever the wave has crashed into your turret, the wave will start bouncing to your opponent. I think that's a more clear picture.
Okay, if it crashes to him, then it bounces to me. If it crashes to me, it bounces to him, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Perfect. Okay, nice. Yo, Karasmai, good to see you, boss. You know Karasmai?
Sorry, you're talking to me? Sorry,
no,
you're
yeah.
talking to
Do
me?
you know who? Yeah, no, sorry. Do you know Karasmai?
No. Or maybe I do.
No, he's a challenger and a Kane player. He's playing Kane top right now. I coached him this morning, so I thought
that's
maybe
cool.
you guys would
that's
for me, but okay.
There's, that I've met so many cool people because of League, to be honest with you.
That's lovely.
Well, a lot of people like, oh, the community is really toxic, but actually the streamers and most of the chat and people are actually, you know what I mean? The toxic people get more, the squeaky wheel. You're complaining bot lane or whatever, or me complaining. Whoever's complaining gets the most attention, but that's not the general. The community itself is pretty damn supportive and pretty cool, right? So and people will legit be like, oh, you need to do this, but it's not coming from a position of anger. It's like people legit want you to do better, which I think is awesome, which is nice, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's saying that I very often heard, and I think that has some merit too, is that your community is kind of a reflection of the streamer.
Oh, apparently I do know him. He's also offered me a coaching on Kane. So yes, I do know him.
Okay.
my chat is telling me I'm horrible with names. I'm horrible with names. That's like
good.
That's like when we're at TwitchCon. I'm like, are we using our real names or our superhero names? Who are you? So so.
Well, for me it's easy. Actually, my real name is my Twitch name too. So that
is it really?
Easy.
Oh,
yeah,
my real name's GamerDad. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that makes it easy to do. No, but my name is actually Alois. Well, okay.
Okay. All right.
So.
Cool.
Where did I leave off? I think another just general mindset that you can kind of, that with everything we just summarized, right? Talking about bounces, talking about wave crashes. Whenever I'm laning in these scenarios, all I'm kind of thinking about is how would I realistically set up my next reset timer? And there's kind of two ways. The best way is whenever the wave is pushing back into us, right? After we've done a crash. That's the one we talked about. That's the most preferred one. The second option is whenever our opponent is crashing the wave into us, and we try to clear it as fast as possible so that the wave resets in a neutral position again. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, but yes, it does. And I really like that attitude is that you said earlier on, is like, if you're playing to not lose, that's not going to help you win a game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's good. No, that's great. That's a good mindset. And I don't like getting into that sort of loser mind. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But
then there's another layer to that as well. Is for example, and I mean this in the most respectful manner. Like, I don't mean this in a condescending way, but the lower MMR you go, the more likely your opponents are to make mistakes, right? And when you also say that you want to play towards your opponent mistakes, it's gonna hinder you from climbing consistently, because the higher you go, the less mistakes are gonna be made, and then ultimately.
Dude, when I had that account that was hitting gold, I was loving those games. Now, this elo here is terribly entertaining because people are like, oh, you're down 6 kills. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It does. You know what I mean? But when you watch higher elo games, like one mistake, it's all over. It's just amazing watching people play really solid, and you're not going to get. And I think getting stuck down here, and it's my own fault, is I will start to pick up bad habits because I'm waiting for those mistakes and stuff. And like you're saying, that's not the reality when you play more consistent players, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna be harder to have that playstyle.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So yeah, not much is happening here. Your
This is
jungler
helping. This is helping huge, by the way. By the way.
I'm glad to hear that.
No. Yeah. 'Cause it's mentality, right?
Yeah, remember at the very start of the coaching session when I was explaining the strong side, weak side concept?
Yes.
So the general sense to that is whenever your jungler is at the other side of the map, so this is the bot side, you're pretty much on the weaker side, especially when enemy jungler is unknown. So whilst that was true for the early game and early game pathing, right now when you see your jungler doing dragon, for example,
I'm weak
and
side.
enemy jungler,
I'm
enemy
weak.
jungler is not contesting, it's safe to assume that he could be here or he could be here. Like we have no idea, right? For all we know, he could still be bot. We don't have that intel, but I have that rule for myself is whenever I guaranteed know what my jungler is doing and I have no idea where enemy jungler is at, I'm gonna play a little bit more cautious.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Just as a habit.
I have been playing like if I don't know where the jungler is or I can't see anybody, my assumption is they're coming to kill me, or at least going to be in my neighborhood, right? So.
Wait, can you repeat that?
So a lot of times I like split pushing, right? But if I suddenly don't see anybody on the map, my assumption is I'm going to die.
Yeah,
So
no, that's good.
I need to leave now, and when I don't do that, I die, and I go, that's my fault, right? Like I think one of the biggest things is like in League is realizing that 99% of the times when you die, it's your fault.
Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect. That's a good mentality. Because that's gonna like hold yourself accountable, and then you put.
Yeah, exactly. So like sometimes I'll get killed by somebody, and I'll be like, "Wow, that was a really good kill, buddy. Like that was impressive." And they're like, "Why aren't you mad?" I go, "Well, he did that really well, and I screwed up." So what? Like, there's nobody to be mad at. It's just acceptance that that was my fault, right? So.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I missed my E again. My E's were like totally off. So.
No, that's completely fine. It's just so what I want to talk about more so is intention behind this trade. So we're trading, but you see, I'm trying to see why are we trading? Are we trading to set up a reset? Are we trading to set up a kill?
No,
see what
I'm
I
not.
mean?
Yeah, I'm not being. There's no reason that I'm just trying to screw with them. I don't actually have no intention at this point except.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I want to try and fill in those gaps and get you to more, habits. So I think trading here is going to be hard for you. So there's multiple reasons.
He's also he's at 100% health, so it's not a good time for me to do that, right?
Yes, and then similar, and then the second reason is you're very low on mana already.
Yeah.
So the more you trade here, the harder it's going to be for you to continue the lane as well. And what I'm thinking about right here during the laning phase is how do I set up my next reset? Right, and so if we're trading here, we don't really get a reset opportunity anymore because it's just going to be hard. So if a trade would kind of like guarantee you a crush, then I'm fine looking for a trade. But this trade is not going to guarantee as much.
No.
Okay, it was a fine trade though. Nothing much happened.
Right.
And so now Darius is crushing the wave on this third. You also drained his mana, so that was good. So now I see he was very low mana, and we can probably utilize that information to try and set up the wave right here.
A reset?
Yeah, we have two options. We could look to reset here instantly after collecting this. But one thing I would have done instead is probably see if this is a cannon wave or not. If not, yeah, we can also look to perhaps push in the next wave, grant the wave into enemy turret, and then set up the bounce exactly as you're doing. This is perfect. So now we got up our reset. Beautiful.
Okay.
Perfect. You guys see my hobbies? Yeah, sorry.
So so it's amazing. Like people are always like, "Does coaching help?" But having somebody have an objective opinion about what you're doing and go, by the way, like because it's so easy to pick up bad habits again. You know what I mean? Or not to become purposeful in your actions.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes. So coming back to lane, what's the first thing we do?
We emote and try and taunt him.
Second thing we do.
I'm gonna try and figure out where the jungler is. I don't see the jungler on the map.
No, you're skipping a step. What's the first step we always do when coming back to lane?
I'm drawing a blank.
check his items.
Oh, tab. Tab.
Yes.
Tab.
Press
Okay,
tab, check his items. We know how strong he
Okay.
is. Then we make a plan.
Okay. All right.
Okay, looks like you've clicked on your opponent, but you're looking away, so I'm not sure if you verified his items here or if it was intentional. But he has a phage, boots, cloth armor. So it's pretty strong, right?
Right. And I'm reading chat. So.
Yes. Yeah, I figured.
And I'm gonna miss that cannon, and then okay, we're okay. Yeah.
Ooh, that's okay.
Yeah, sad face. Okay. All right, the tab.
chat
Yeah,
also-
the tabs are very good. Actually, you know what? I did that today because I was coming back to lane, and I was going to try and kill somebody, and I tabbed and went, "Uh-oh, they have Bork. I'm not fighting them because
Yeah,
I don't have
exactly.
I don't have a full item. I'm gonna die."
Yeah,
Right?
beautiful.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I want you to do. And
Yeah.
but this is also for like, for example, if you get ganked by enemy jungler and you see that he hasn't recalled yet, you're like, wait a second, I can actually fight this. Or the opposite is true. He's already gotten a reset. It's time to get the hell out.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can see how much sustain they have, for example, right? So you can see if an equal health rate is good, something like this. Ultimately, right now, I think what you should be playing for is your level 9. That's where you spike very hard, right?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
your W
I get
off
very happy. Yeah,
permanently.
level 9's our friend, and we need this cannon. See, he comes in. I think I get my nope. See,
Yeah,
that's
use
good.
both summoners. I think the flash is a...
No,
That's 3 out of 3.
no, I suck.
It's okay. You were like, he just flashed onto you. That's a good excuse.
That's okay though.
Yeah, I won't judge.
Well,
That's-
everybody
that's
else
awesome.
is. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Oh, so what happened here? Oh, we get a gank. That's good.
Yeah, Warwick's coming. I think I learned. I was talking to somebody, and they said, like people will aggressively ping a jungler, say, "Come and do something," but somebody, I think it was, Gary was saying, just ping. It's a suggestion that because everybody else is doing what they're doing, so you just do it. You know, it's like when somebody honks, like gently, like, "Oh, excuse me, you're not going through the light," as opposed to, "Hey," you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
can totally tell the difference, right? So.
Yes. I agree. I actually said these exact words today in the coaching with Carlos. My words were when you like, for example, here what you could have done is ping that Darius doesn't have flash and like ping assistance. So you basically help your jungler create a plan, but you don't make his
Oh.
plan.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I would
okay.
just communicate the.
By the way. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
FYI.
Also here, I would never move to the grubs. I think right
Why-
now Darius is dead, which gives
Right.
you a tempo opportunity to look for these plates.
So
King of demolish.
honestly, I'm doing that because he helped me with the gank. So is that?
Yeah, but I think he's a
this-
grown man. He can do this by himself.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But and this is the only time where you have a wave crashing into Darius' turret to look for your demolish procs, right?
Right. Which is totally to my advantage. Okay.
And what you could have done as well is perhaps check Warwick items, see how strong he is. Could he do it by himself?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
this guy's fine.
Yeah, I'm going for the friendship vibe
Oh,
there.
never mind. You were thinking in advance. Oh, then one thing though is if we're looking to help, using our E here on this grub not only drains our mana, but now we also have no escape anymore.
Yeah.
Potential escape, because you're helping him. I'd assume because you're scared of enemy jungle maybe coming then.
Well, I don't know
This
what's
one
going
just
on. I
doesn't
can't
care.
see anybody. I want to help him out, and then so.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get the TikTok, so there you go.
I see. I'm trying to get the TikTok. Okay.
Dude, I'll
Well,
die for the TikTok every time, man.
End up being worth, and now we TP back. Beautiful. What's the first thing we do coming back to lane?
Tab.
There you go. Now you won't forget. And alright, buddy. That's 4 out of 4. Now you like that's a felony. That's not acceptable anymore.
Yeah, that's not good.
No,
I'm trying to give this Darius a chance. I'm trying to give this Darius a chance.
I
now.
see. You're
Yeah,
throwing
yeah,
a ball.
yeah.
But now I'd say we are a level up. We're items up, I assume. Right? And so now I also think we should be looking for some more aggressive trades. Neither of us has summoners. And I think if we do it all in, you're actually in an advantageous position right now. So I've been looking for more aggressive trades. I want to try and see if I can trade more with him.
Right. Okay. And that window can be very short, right?
Yes.
That advantage, like where you. 'cause
Well,
you know what I mean?
not per se, unless he gets a recall and gets extra items. But if we compare it, right? So he has this right now. He's a Phage, Tabbies, and so it's very easy to compare. You have an extra Cole and extra Longsword, so you have
Right.
800 gold extra worth of just raw stats, paired with the fact that if you have a level over your opponent, we argue that it's around 600 gold worth of stats.
So that's actually
but-
a lot. It looks like a little, but it's a lot.
Yeah, but now we're both level 10, so it's closer, but then if you hit your level 11 faster and get 2 points of your ultimate, then it's a giant switch again. Right?
Okay.
So that's how you
Alright.
can approach that.
Right. And now he's angry though. See how he's angry?
Yeah, I think you like said something about like okay.
I
I'm
find
angry
if
too,
you-
though.
if
That's
you-
5 out of 5. I'm
I
just
know,
pointing
but-
it out though.
I okay, just saying, right? But I mean, if you can tilt your enemy laner, then you win, right?
So what did you do here to make him so angry?
Ganked him. I didn't let him kill me. I can't tab, but I don't think
I
I've
think it's the
died.
emotes. I think it's the
And
emotes. You
I
haven't
emote
died.
like crazy. They get mad at that, man. You know, my favorite emote was that somebody came in and killed me. I was playing York, right? And anyways, so they killed me. I got caught out, and they flashed their mastery, which was about 280, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I came back right away, killed them right away, and then flashed my mastery of 22 at them, right? So I was like, and then they were mad for the rest of the game. It was great.
I gotta try that. I had never emote, but to be fair, it's like a thing that I don't even notice. Like
Oh,
it's a
dude,
thing that I
do-
just filter.
I actually die sometimes because I'm trying to emote, or actually I die sometimes because I try and do positive reinforcement and like thank somebody when they help me or gank and stuff like that. I got to remember to emote because in this game, 5 seconds of typing can get me killed, right? So
Yeah. Okay. This Dari should be dead.
let's see if he dies.
He has no flash, no ghost, no ultimate. He just used it on you. You're level 11. Hero after item lead. This guy
What
should
will
win.
happen? Dun dun dun.
But you see those all those scenarios being met here.
Yeah, I do
I
see
don't
it.
like
Yeah.
how we're still playing so like we're still giving this guy all the breathing room.
Yep.
I don't see us being the aggressor. Oh, there we go.
I missed my E again.
Doesn't matter. You should get him here. Beautiful.
Yeah, got him.
Nice. And the emote's probably coming. There we go. No, not yet. Okay, good. I'm not sure where Emma Jones is at. But yeah,
No,
you
I
push in
don't
the
see her.
wave. You
I don't
almost
see
get the
her,
full
so
turret.
yeah.
You're doing the thing where you do like 3 hits, right? And then do the auto attack. Perfect. You've got that down. One more wave. A little bit greedy. Now, why is he greedy? Because there is coming back to lane. He has Ghost, right? So this is very greedy for you. Yeah, he is
Oh yeah, it's
ghosting
very,
onto you.
very greedy. It's very greedy. Yeah.
And we were
One-
just overstaying.
Yep. I made a list
get
of
the
things
turret.
that knowing the path and walking the path are 2 different things, right? So, by the way, if you just kill everybody,
Oh, wait, you get rewarded for that decision. Kind
I
of.
get rewarded. Well, it's because Warwick likes me because I helped him with the grubs. You see, that was
You,
kind of
you solo killed
was
him.
an-
I thought Darius would have ult, but I guess he didn't, or he
No,
didn't use it. I don't know what happened there. But okay, so we got rewarded. Again here, we see Lilia bot. I would push out the next wave. So this is important to know. Similar to laning phase.
right.
Now after laning phase is kind of over, you're gonna get most of your gold income from side waves, right? And exactly similar to laning phase, you want to try and always achieve that you push in the wave to the tier 2 turret. So I would have always pushed in this wave before helping with the Herald. Because we see Lilia. If Lilia was unknown, I wouldn't do it.
Oh,
But now
okay.
since we can,
Yeah.
because
Okay,
then it will
alright.
bounce back into you again.
I
That's
get
what
a
we want to
safe.
try always
I get a
achieve.
safe push there, right?
Yeah, you get a safe push. And I would always want that.
Okay.
Because you
and
see
Warwick's a
now,
grown
when we
man.
didn't, the wave stays stuck here. You
I
see?
want that as audio. Warwick's a grown man. Oh, okay.
But
Alright,
you
I get
see, but yeah, your wave is stuck now, so we're kind of what I refer to as a bleeding side wave. You've lost 2 full waves because we didn't get it to crash into his turret.
Right. Okay, I get
We
it.
got a cannon
Yeah,
in. That's a massive achievement.
I know. That's 1 out of 6. That's improvement.
Yeah, beautiful. You get a tier 2 turret. And so now, where do you want to go next on the map?
I want to steal everybody's jungle.
Yeah, and then I would want to open up into bot because the highest gold income is sideways turrets, then jungle camps, and then like kills as well, right? So now
Right.
I'd probably want to go bot because we've gotten all the top turrets, so the only remaining turrets that we can realistically get is bot lane.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Lila wants to talk. Everybody wants to come kill me. So I've missed all my E's in this game.
Yeah, that's true. But
You
I
know,
don't like to
sometimes-
talk about mechanics that much because the
Well,
thing is...
Go ahead. Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, that's fine. The reason I don't talk about mechanics that much is because I can't give you a pattern that's gonna make you land ease more next time. So I don't talk about mechanics that much.
No. Well, sometimes your vibe is off. Some days I cannot miss an R. Other days I couldn't hit one if I fell out of a boat. You know what I mean? So now I make a big mistake here, which is go at her.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I didn't kite away. I didn't kite away. So
Yeah. Ultimately, I think the game is looking in a very good position, though. My thought process would be to go into bot.
I cool dents.
Oh,
Can I
yeah,
read a
you
comment?
tweet here.
Can I read a comment for you?
Yeah, sure.
Cool Dents. He's hanging in streams. Getting coached by Alois, my 2 most favorite streamers.
Oh, let's go. My goat.
Okay, I picked this guy off.
This is perfect. I mean, I think here, what I would say is the game's over. You've killed our bot lane. I don't think they have any win conditions remaining. Top lane is completely cooked. You're getting the bot lane turrets now. your gold income is so ridiculously high that you're like a complete item above the curve, and I don't see how enemy can realistically ever get back from here.
That makes a massive difference, an item, right?
Yeah, like a full item above your opponent. I don't know in what way to put it, but it's like how like what's a good analogy? Like one item above your opponent is like they just cannot do anything to you. Nothing.
They're bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Got a saying in. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
All
right. So purposeful timers, level up, wave state, which is a lot. And then rotating. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's a lot to absorb, but okay. That I think okay. I'm really thinking about what you were saying. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think the rest of the game is pretty much over. You've done at the end. You've done a good job. You're 7-1. I think the TP play to bot basically solidified the game.
Right.
And yeah, now we're in a good position. I will say one thing though. It's 9:30 p.m. for me right now.
You should go to bed.
No, well, I have to grab dinner. I don't want to grab dinner too late because else I also delay my sleep to hours. Yes, so
no, that was massively helpful. That really was, to be honest with you. So and that'll think about. And I'm gonna like you really pointed out a very simple thing is I've been playing scared because what happens is you go on a losing streak and then you don't want to lose anymore. And then do you ever play poker?
A little bit.
Well, if you play scared, you lose your money.
Yeah, what that's the thing. Mentality, I would also say, like, the way you're going into the game is 60% of your performance as well, because you're going to make decisions based on that mentality. So if your mentality is playing not to lose instead of playing to win, you're already on the back foot.
No, yeah. The best, exactly. The best offense or the best defense is a good offense. So that absolutely helps, yeah. Because I've really, from going, especially I get so close to S4 all the time, and then bad things happen. And the next thing you know, it's iron. And then I legit feel kind of defeated. You know?
Yeah. So my goal setting for you was to basically give you tools to create new good habits that give you more consistency and through that confidence when basically playing the laning phase. And I hope you've achieved that.
Oh, you did. But now I'm going to put a sticky note on my monitor with the level up timers.
Yeah, and the bounce timers, and you're gonna start thinking about reset timers and the trade opportunities with the level ups and the plans.
Yeah,
all that good stuff.
That's fantastic.
All right, lovely. I've been yapping for a solid 7 hours, so my thought
that's a long time. I can't do that.
I mean, I love doing it, but at the end of the day, I do get very tired. So, do you have any remaining questions?
Well, the only thing I like, is it better for me to play York at low level because I can abuse the macro? It's not. It doesn't matter who I play. It depends. It's how well I play them, right? And whether or not I'm playing. Yeah,
but I think the stats don't lie. You're performing way better on Yorick than on Urgot. So I would say I would advise you to actually stick to Yorick for that reason alone. And then what we could also do is do a follow-up session maybe next week, and then we could try a live game where we play Yorick, something like this.
That would be very generous of you, sir.
All right.
I would appreciate that. But yeah, we'll talk. I'll shoot you. Let me see how I do over the next week. I'm not going to be streaming as much this week because I got to go out and touch grass, and I got a big bike ride and some other cool stuff to do. So I get like 7 weeks off in the summer, right? So I actually want to take advantage of that and go outside and do stuff. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that sounds totally understandable.
No, but that huge help my mental. So and like legit, like, you know, whatever my rank is, people are always coming in. What's your rank? What's your rank? Not whether are you having a good day? What's your rank? You know, so
that's the community, though. Yeah,
I know. Oh no, I know 100%, absolutely. So and I get it, right? So. No, I don't. Oh yeah, tab. Oh, look at this. Somebody's making good notes of me. Tab. I'm just gonna copy. You know this guy, Ram?
Ram? Who?
I don't know. Somebody in my chat's actually making notes for me. God bless him.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Usually I do it somewhat as well during the coaching, but I don't want to permanently tab out, especially because we're doing it right now. So that's perfect.
No. That's fantastic.
All right, boss.
Dude, Alois, thank you so much, man.
Yo, likewise, thank you for your time, and it was a good experience for me, so I enjoyed it much as well, and then I'll be doing my giveaway thingy, and then I'm gonna go offline as well, so I wish you an amazing remainder of your day. Thank you for your positive energy, and we'll catch up and see if we do a follow-up session with a live game.
All right, man. Good to hear your voice again. Thanks, brother.
Yo, see ya, bros.
See ya.